Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Arcanarama. I am Cameron Holt, artist, dice maker, and terrain builder over on youtube.com/fantasyforgeart, and dungeon master here at Arcanarama. I am joined, as always, by the gorgeous Arcana crew. Say hello in reverse, Arcana crew.
Hello.
Perfect, thank you. You may notice that we are currently missing a member. Miranda hit some traffic, but she is on her way, and she'll be here soon. You will hear a dog barking to signify her entrance to the set.
The dog also has a fog machine.
I hope so. That'd be cool. We made it to episode 19.
Yay!
It's real. We're really here.
We can do it.
Most of us.
Yeah. But before we get started, we have some announcements to get to before we get into tonight's game. So let's throw it over to Tay-Tay's sponsor, Spiel.
Hi.
Do you even want to be here?
Right. This is the sponsor Spiel. Spiel, I think, is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, sponsor Spiel.
I'm reading.
You should check out Armadillo Ale Works. It's one of the best ale works you could ever armadillo. You can get beer and coffee and friends and arcade and parking lot. It's really a great place, and we are really proud to have them as a sponsor. We like to support local, and we like that local supports us. So check them out. They're in our sponsor section, in our about section. So click on it, go to their stuff, tell them that we sent you. The next sponsor is More Fun Comics and Games.
More fun comics and games.
They provide us with all the sweetest stuff for you to have that we can't have. We're just kind of like a second foster home for all of these wonderful minis.
We trained them to be good. Yeah. We taught them how to go potty.
You'll never lose with these, they told me to say.
Yeah, they are all
this week you can win 3 and technically 4 because Girl Wizard has a little friend.
Girl Wizard.
Everyone's favorite, Girl Wizard. You can win it again because we're going to get new prizes soon. But yeah, this week you get 4 little minis, and they could be yours.
What are the other ones?
The other ones are the Oxidation Beast, which isn't a rust monster, and Amari Adventuring Wizard, who is metal and very heavy.
Hell yeah. He's a
That's a dirt's wizard.
Have a good time painting that. I think that's all for... Oh, no, there is one more sponsor I forgot to mention. The Gilded Rogue. Be sure to check them out. They're a truly wonderful. A friend of ours does apparel and home and living things for like D&D adjacent individuals.
There's dog collars.
There's dog collars.
And
There's
leggings.
pillows.
There's pillows. There's leggings. There's shirts. They make the greatest things. And if you click in our sponsor section right now, you can get 20% off for their grand opening.
Oh.
So do that. I'm gonna get the wild shape shirt, and I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that. I really.
Is that the one with the possum on it?
It's the one with the
I
possum.
love that one.
too.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get it. But check them out, and for every purchase that you make, a tree is planted. Thanks to their partnership with Tree Nation. So go buy a forest of merch.
Yeah.
That's super rad.
Yeah.
Get it.
Thank you, McCall. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is thegildedrogue.com/Arcanarama, or just click it in our sponsor section.
Hell yeah. That's super rad.
Well,
Thanks,
I wanna say
Tay-Tay.
hi to McCall.
Surprise sponsor Spiel.
Well, Kitty's got some crazy commodities in her corner, so take it away, Kitty.
Oh, these commodities are so crazy. Okay.
Wow.
How crazy are those commodities?
We have shirts.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
We have our Arcanarama shirts. We have the full logo, or you can just get the spindle dice on a shirt. You can pick a color. You can pick your size. You can find a link to that in our merch section of our About page, or you can go to pintservices.com/Arcanarama. We do have stickers present. We don't have our store set up yet, but if you need them now, let us know, and we'll find a way to get them to you. And our website, we just have a couple more things to get done for that, and it will be up, and then you can just pick the stickers yourself.
Yeah,
So
and
close.
to let us know that you want stickers, you can type that in chat if you want, but we're not going to see that probably. So you should join our Discord, which you can get to through the About section as well.
Yes. So crazy.
So crazy.
I'm
Hell yeah.
wearing a shirt now. I did not know you guys had those. Wow.
Wow.
I sound like
Cool.
the guy in Atlantis that blows stuff up. The explosion.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Italian.
He's a bit lower energy, though.
He's my favorite.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love Atlantis.
Sam,
Hi.
sell us on social media.
Hello. We have social media, and you should follow it. It's at Arcanarama Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We post things there. You get to see the giveaways for the week, so you can decide if you want to join them ahead of time and who you would fight in a public bathroom to get it.
I'll fight anybody.
I'd fight anybody in a public bathroom.
Wow.
Slippery.
I wouldn't.
Wow, public.
It's slippery, and I'm short, so I have a lower center of gravity than other people, which means if I push them, they will fall. I will be stabilized. We have a Discord. Join it. There's a link in our About section. We make friends there. We say hello to them. And we send them pictures of our pets, and they send us pictures of their pets. We wave, and people send stickers when you join. When you join our Discord, it feels like you've won something.
You get to see a puppy breakdance.
You get
Yeah.
to see a little puppy breakdance. There's a robot that goes like this.
There's a potato that screams.
I'm there.
I like the idea of kicking someone's ass in a bathroom and then signing the sheet that says you cleaned up. And then leaving.
We have a TikTok.
We do that.
Oh, yeah.
Have.
It's at Arcanarama. Cameron makes things, and he puts them there.
That's
I have kitty ears, so you have to do what I say.
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
And if you don't, I'll fight you in a public bathroom. I know which ones you go to.
She told me to kick my own ass in a public bathroom.
And he did it.
I had to do it.
Taylor's leg is fully broken.
We do have a special announcement here in just a moment, but first, welcome back, Miranda.
Hi.
You did it.
What's up?
Going. I was watching
no.
your location the whole time. I have kitty ears.
Before we hop into this very, very special announcement, would you mind checking the vibes?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey.
vibe check.
Welcome.
Vibe
You
check?
haven't even
Oh
pulled
my
your
God.
dice out yet.
Hey, vibe check.
Can I have a +2 because you're wearing a Tupac shirt right now? Because that's
Plus
rad as hell.
Tupac.
It was either
trying
this
out
or the West Coast hoodie. I couldn't decide. You ever put ice in your hands and calm down? Hey, how are your vibes? How your mom and them? You know, are they good? Tell them I said hey. Are your vibes okay?
Oh, my
Where are the
vibes
vibes?
are bad.
Let's find out. That's a natural 18 for me.
Yes.
I had 10.
Okay, 6.
14 +2.
14 plus 2. Yeah.
Plus 2 to vibes.
Can't spell vibe check again.
Oh, right. Right, that's true.
Oh no.
It's a dirty 20, I guess.
Which matches mine, which is a 3.
Oh.
Robbie and I have the same vibes.
Oh, no.
Let's see what our vibes are.
Robbie, what'd you roll for vibes?
Hey. Hey.
What'd you got?
Is that a... Whoa.
That's a full
Is that enough for
Hey.
four people?
I deserve it.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 vibe check
Are
right
about
there.
To just get better.
Yeah.
I got one last week. I didn't really feel it though.
Cameron rolled an 18 last week as well,
It was,
actually.
it was a
Oh, yeah.
Sick. Sick.
I think I rolled 10
Sick.
last week, too.
Interesting. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back. We're glad to finally all be here together. So that now we can make a very special announcement. Have you always wanted to get into shows like Arcanarama, Critical Role, Not Another D&D Podcast, Dungeons and Daddies, etc., et al.?
Yeah.
But you just don't have the time to watch
I don't.
100 plus 4 or 5 hour. I don't need a call and response.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to them, not you.
I won't.
But you don't have the time to watch 100 plus 4 to 5 hour episodes? Well, Mini Arc Mondays is here for you! With this new series, we will be bringing you truncated story arcs in digestible 6 to 10 episode seasons. This also gives us a chance to explore different settings and genres outside of just your regular high fantasy, maybe even outside of just D&D 5e, and also gives us a chance to tell even more stories with some different game masters.
What?
We're going
On top of that, each game session of Mini Arc Mondays will be posted to YouTube in 2-hour parts. So each live session will actually technically be 2 episodes. So if you can't catch the shows live, even though we recommend catching it live so you can partake in the live chat with other weary travelers in this beautiful growing community, they'll still be there in digestible chunks for you on the YouTubes, which you can find through our link tree and probably get to through our About section. we will be announcing information on what the first mini arc exactly is right here on Arcanarama, as well as all of our social media on February 26th. February 26th is the announcement, and Mini Arc Mondays begin with our first episode on March 7th, the first Monday in March. Same time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time as the regular show. So be sure to mark your calendars, and we can't wait to show you what we have been planning, from new characters and settings to amazing artwork, a brand new set. So tune in Monday nights starting in March to join us on these new adventures.
Whoa.
Do it.
Oh my god.
It's official. We've talked about it
We've
now.
talked about it.
Now we have a
Oh.
deadline.
We get to play D&D more.
Fucking
Yeah.
sick.
And you get to watch more.
I'm gonna drink way more caffeine as a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so if Arcanarama is Critical Role, then Mini Arc Mondays could be likened to like Dimension 20. Like
Wow.
exploring
Cameron.
different settings
Wow.
and just as professional on both fronts,
This isn't a living room.
Cue the dog barking, Pepper.
Yeah. And the cat shitting.
Yeah, the cash.
And the wife burping.
Still saving that for Convorama. I kind of want to like make a section of clips. We'll talk about this later. Unless there's anything I'm forgetting. Let's set up camp and wait for trouble in tonight's generally good episode of Arcanarama.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, it's just blue.
I'm setting it tonight.
Previously on Arcanarama, the Mistwalkers continued to follow the trail of the missing shopkeeper Amir Flosham. Their travels brought them across a number of hanged magic students from Wildbloom College in Kalima, a sparkling iridescent grove of death that returned spell slots to casters, and a trapped sword hilt that, when removed from its stone, unleashed the fury of 5 undead warriors. After making quick work of their skeletal assailants, our intrepid heroes had a conversation with a suspicious walking cart driver before heading into the town of Greytalon. They bought drinks and asked about missing adventurers at the Dwarf Kitten pub, where they met a drunk gambler named Remy Broussard. After winning a few games of Barrett's Bones, they learn that the Silver Stake is behind the kidnappings in the area, and that they take their victims to Darkhide Mill, an abandoned paper and leather mill outside of town. There, the Cult of Science performs horrifying experiments on their victims. The Mistwalkers decided that they'd rather wait for the Silver Stake to come to them, and as such started boasting of their adventurous nature all the way down the street to my shop, Zeke's General Goods. Will the Silver Stake come looking for the party, or will they lay low in their hideout? Is Amir Flosham still alive? Are the adventurers gonna buy something or get the hell out of my shop? Find out right now on Arcanarama.
And let's go ahead and hop back in to tonight's session. We pick up right where we left off. You have just entered Zeke's General Goods and made the shocking discovery that this owner of this new shop in town appears to be the father of Pete, from Pete's General Goods back in Waterdeep.
That little bastard's always stealing his pappy's thunder. What were we talking about? Were you gonna buy something?
I'm not really in the market for anything.
Well, then why the fuck did you come in here? You stupid son of a bitch. This is a general store.
I'm here with my friends.
Oh, would your friends like to buy something?
I think they were here to maybe get some visions of some sort.
What is it that you're needing?
I forgot to do everything that I needed to do. I'm interested in some rope, silk, if you have it.
Oh,
Do you have any armor?
fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. We don't sell any armor here at Zeke's General Goods, unfortunately. That's more of a specific good.
Right.
I do have some silk rope. How many feet of it were you looking to get?
I think about 50.
Sounds pretty good. Yep.
We were hoping to have it today.
Sorry? Oh, right. Silk rope. It's gonna be 2 gold pieces for 50 feet.
Sure.
That's fine.
Anything else I can get for any of you? I'm just gonna keep coming into general stores and not buying shit and bringing up old wounds.
Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
I would like to buy something if you have it. Do you have paint?
I've got a couple of different colors. What colors are
maybe
you looking for?
Just blue?
All right. I like blue. Just a second.
He like stands up. As he does, you can hear just like bones crack and pop as he gets up from his cross-legged position on top of this little table.
Great.
Set in. Steps down a small ladder and walks over to a shelf in the shop and picks up like a gallon of like house paint, a bucket, and brings it over and sets it down. It's kind of like a sky blue.
And also a brush if you could, and a tent.
All right. And a tent?
I can grab it if you need me to. You can just point me in the
Sure,
direction.
it's right down there.
Okay.
Aisle 7.
Aisle 7.
Yeah, aisle 7, take
Are
it right.
there aisles in this building?
There are.
Okay.
So the place is like brand new. To give you guys a refresher, the outside and the inside are all fully constructed from unfinished wood that hasn't been like sealed in any way yet.
That's
it's still
right. Yeah. That smells like Home Depot.
Yeah, still that like yellowish tan. And you recall from your conversation with Sonny over at the Dwarf Kitten Pub that the shop just opened up like 10 days ago.
Yeah, aisle 7 then. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Paintbrush and
Perfect.
tent.
Oh,
The tent
a
is on
paintbrush.
7.
Yeah.
And a paintbrush. All right, all that's going to come out to about 8 gold pieces.
Great. I will, Oh yeah, I have gold pieces. I
Perfect,
pass them over.
perfect. Thank you so much. Always great to have a customer here at Zeke's General Goods. So,
I'm gonna
what
look at
brings you to town?
my party members and decide don't.
We're just sort of following a lead. What made you decide to open your shop here?
Oh, well, the last one burned down.
Where was that?
Well, back in Galadorn. It's funny you should bring it up. You see, you mentioned Pete, right? Did I imagine that?
That's right.
I think we've mentioned it.
Yeah, well, Pete, my firstborn, was always supposed to take over the general goods store, but that little bastard ran away when he was a teenager, always longing for adventures and wanting to go out and save people and do stupid shit like that.
Ugh.
But his brother, Fred, absolutely useless. Useless boy. Oh, I'd say God save him, but he opened up a competitive shop right down the street in Galadorn. Fred's General Goods. Then he hired some adventurers, burned my shop down, ran me out of town. And then I found myself here. This shithole called Grey Talon. Peddling next to nothing to next to nobody. Oh, if you need lamp oil, don't. We got it all cleared out. The only other customer I've had in 3 days. Bought all 4 crates.
Cleared you out?
She did, yes. I asked her what she was going to burn down in hopes that maybe I could, toss a couple of coins, get some revenge on that bastard Fred, but she just laughed it off and sweated out the door. Real big lady.
Aside from big, what did she look like?
Kind of gray complexion, short hair shaved on the sides, but real long ponytail in the back.
Is this
Had
the
2
one-
weird guys with her. Kept just staring at you. Why, you know him?
I have some gray friends.
Oh, okay. That's nice. You guys need anything else? You carrying quite a few fancy-looking weapons on you. You guys adventurers yourselves?
Yes.
I don't think we can take another job at this point in time.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
We'll keep you in mind, though.
Perfect. Well, yeah, if you ever get a hankering to set some sparks, you let old Zeke know.
Oh, you want us to burn something?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Well, we...
You see, there's this shop over in Galadorn. Fred's General Goods.
Fred's General Goods needs a burning.
Caused me some problems back in the day.
If we're gonna go that way, we'll let you know. Can I use your back alley to paint something real fast?
Sure, is it a tent?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Yeah, that seems fine.
Why are we painting a tent?
I'm gonna join...
Reasons.
Uh,
And I'm gonna skitter to the back alley.
Okay, you do so. Silas, you follow.
Yes.
I run after.
Okay.
Did you need anything
Like
else,
out of his sight, it would be like... Go. Just...
I guess that's
He adjusts
all.
both of his monocles.
Thank you, Zeke. Great shop you got here.
Oh, thank you. Once we get it all painted up, it's gonna be wonderful.
Sure is. All right, good day.
Yes, well, have a good night.
And you exit
Yeah.
and join your party members.
That was a lot kinder exit than I thought he would have given us.
I have the tent like unrolled so that one whole side is like available, and I'm just painting a really big MW on it.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Oh, it's 2 letters.
Or sleight of
Does she have advantage because she knows 2 letters?
or sleight of hand.
It's in Elven.
It would be.
That can be over there, I guess. My sleeve's too big. You said it can be performance or sleight of hand. I'm gonna go with performance. That's a 10.
10? Okay, yeah.
It's a really average.
It reads as an M and a W for sure.
Great.
Would you like to embellish on? Do you just literally just paint those letters on?
I'll paint them in a way similar to one of the 5 ways that Taylor sent it to us.
Okay.
Yeah, did we ever agree on that?
No, we didn't. Just it should look kind of cool. Like you
Oh.
look at it and be like, "What's one of those?"
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you on a 10,
It's I.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's an M and a W.
Yep. I put
And
a
you
I put
circle
a
it.
big circle,
Yeah. That makes it fancy.
and then I'm drying it.
Yeah. It's gonna take a couple minutes.
Yep.
Probably.
Some kind of high-minded burn of the things that I sent for the logo.
No, it just I
Some
can't.
cool roundabout way you guys
No,
want to burn me and rant me on
I
live
can't see
Twitch.
my thoughts, so I can't remember any of them. Is the thing. But you sent some designs.
I'm writing curse words.
Pick your favorite. It's that one.
I like the one that was in a circle.
I like the one that was in a circle.
We'll post
too.
these in Discord later.
Yeah. Then you can argue about
We're
it.
still ideating.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that you guys get up to while
can.
Alma is fanning paint, waiting for it to dry?
Oh, Mist Focus. Okay. So what's the plan for the evening? What are we doing? I was thinking, if you wouldn't mind hearing mine first, unless someone wants to go first, I'm gonna go. It is not our intention to be caught, right?
Just our intention to be found. Maybe caught.
So why don't we set up like a faux campsite and then back away from it, and when they come to take whomever is in this well-painted tent, we
Thank you.
counterattack.
Sure.
They might see us setting up a fake camp, though, and then walking away from it.
Potentially.
We should leave one of us as a decoy. Leave me.
I mean,
You
you do
guys-
have a nickname with them, so I mean,
Yeah.
be kind of a...
Look, listen, to be fair, you have someone wait there. It looks like you guys went to, I don't know, go get firewood, even though I can set many fires. I just can't set small ones, you know? So you guys go.
We could find a reason to walk away from the
yeah.
We'd
campsite.
be nearby, probably just hanging out.
We
Yes.
could stage an argument.
That
I've
could
always
be-
wanted to have like a big argument with my friends and, blow up and then everyone walk away and.
I have a lot of rage deep inside that I could get out here.
Well, then
Oh,
let's
okay.
save it for the night then.
Either or, we
We-
should leave someone and then they.
Right. I guess we'll find our spot and then maybe kind of scout out where we should do our ambushing from.
Sure, and we should leave one of them alive to
If it
take
comes
us
to
where we
blows.
want to go.
Right.
Answer questions.
Did they seem like the question answering type if we were to single one out?
I mean,
How
judging
was
by the
Kind of lost myself the last
Make
time we
a-
encountered
the
them.
one that ran
Make an
away,
insight check.
he was very talkative.
Oh, right, yes.
What was his name?
Something truly intolerable.
Yeah.
9.
9. I mean, they were all very talkative before the incident.
The incident.
The incident.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't really remember how much they kind of are loosey-lipped, but they didn't seem particularly secretive about things while I was there. So I'm pretty sure you could find one of them enough to.
Astroloth Vindalore, that was his name.
That was his name, yes. I think I'm confident I could get someone to talk. It could be a good learning experience for Alma.
Oh yeah, you're.
I heard that you can rip people's fingernails off and it makes them talk.
Don't do that. It goes
Well,
over too quickly.
You can.
You can, but just
Maybe I
put,
should learn from Cholula.
put things in the fingernail slowly before you take it off. If you just take it off, it takes all the shock value out of it. There's a bit of theater to it.
You two are horrifying.
Trained.
It's impressive.
They act like I'm scary when we fight, but I don't want to be left alone.
You made the weather different in a beam, and it killed 2 people. I'm talking about putting a twig in someone's fingernail.
But to
Is
take
it
off
not
finger-
scarier to have your fingernails slowly tortured and ripped off than to be instantly zapped to death by lightning? I'd choose that one.
I would definitely choose that one.
Point taken. Let's save the arguing for later, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like we can do it.
But we have to do that out.
I'll
Look
leave
mad.
The argument
I'm gonna throw
to
something.
you all.
I won't throw it at you, but I'll throw it near you to make it look like I was gonna throw it at you.
Okay.
Also, this can be our decoy tent.
I figured as much.
Okay.
So we're off.
I think so.
So
What time of day is it now?
It is getting to be early evening, probably around 9 or 10. The sun was setting as you were making your way to Zeke's General Goods.
Okay. So when are we gonna sleep?
Oh God, I forgot. What time is it now?
9 or
9 or
10.
10. Bells.
I mean,
We'll say closer to 10.
Aurora, if you're comfortable sleeping knowing that you might be very suddenly woken up, we can all sleep in shifts while we keep watch on the campsite. There's a chance that somebody's not going to get to sleep, though.
Right.
Honestly, that sounds the most normal dealing with the silver strike, so yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh,
I'll just sleep in the tent.
okay.
Anything else we need to handle before we go?
I think it's just based on where we set up camp now.
Cholula, are you comfortable scouting out a place to keep watch from?
Sure.
The tree was definitely a better option than I thought it was going to be.
It was a nice tree.
We can go back and visit.
I think too.
Kind of an odd branch, but it was fine.
Did you say brunch?
Branch. I had a nice branch.
Sorry.
Dip all
He's
of my
grumpy because he slept in a tree.
I haven't been in the kitchen in so long. Everything sounds like brunch.
I do a lot of rolling, so like I wake up in the middle of the night, 12 feet in the air.
You can be honest and say that you have a bad back because you're old.
That's good.
Oh.
Then I run. I run,
Very good.
So
holding
where,
a tent.
where specifically are you guys setting up camp for the night? Are
We're
you?
gonna
Just
look
outside
for,
the walls.
Yeah, where what's his face said that he was.
Is there any evidence of like
Okay.
scuffling? They said this happens nightly. Is there any other former campsites that have scuffles?
Make a perception check,
Okay.
and whoever would like to find the place to make camp can make a survival check.
Okay. Yellow.
You hear me? 14.
14.
Six. It could have been better.
You don't see any signs of a scuffle. You see like the regular signs of travel along the main road that leads kind of into the wilderness from Grey Talon. But you also recall that they didn't say that this was necessarily nightly. It was just common if there were travelers in town who looked specifically like the adventuring type.
Oh yeah.
10? All right. You find a serviceable area, small clearing, light tree cover that looks like a good open place to be spotted easily if you start a fire.
Okay.
I will start putting up the tent.
All right. You set up your camp for the evening. And what's the plan here? Are you guys, some of you resting and one of you's keeping watch, or multiple people keeping watch, one person resting? What's the plan?
Yeah, I thought it was.
We're gonna set up a separate actual campsite where the rest of us. So
Okay.
Aurora's gonna be in this decoy site, and we're gonna be off where we can see but not be seen, and sleep in shifts there.
Okay, so Aurora, you are alone in the decoy camp, and you guys are nearby. How far away?
That's what I was just.
I would like
checking
to
my
be
abilities.
within 120 feet.
About 120 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay,
Between 60 and 120 feet would be good,
Yeah.
I think.
perfect. We'll call it 120 feet. If I could have you guys go ahead and make a stealth check to... this will kind of be like an average situation where I'll average all of your rolls.
Not something I can apply my friend to.
No,
Yeah,
because this
is like an ability thing.
Yeah, this isn't to hide yourself
Yeah.
in this moment. It's to hide your campsite for the night.
Dude, that is what is up.
That is what is up.
I have brought down the group average.
Oh no.
Not for the first time.
What you got?
26.
26?
9.
9,
24.
24. Not bad.
Thanks, guys.
How'd you
All
do,
right.
Aurora?
So, Aurora, as you find your rest inside of a tent, waiting to be bait, who's taking first watch?
I will.
All right, make a perception check, Jalula.
I'm gonna sleep.
I will also say.
Cool.
11.
11.
Immediately. No one sees me.
You keep eyes on Aurora's tent, which you do have a pretty good visual on from your position.
Sorry.
And you see a couple of stragglers traveling the roads, but mostly after dark it gets pretty sparse, and it seems like around midnight, or 12 bells as we call it, They close the gates to Greytown, and there's no more travel in or out of the city. And the rest of your watch passes without incident. Who's next?
I'll take a second.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check, Alma.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, not bad at all.
Yeah.
I want to know what end.
I have a pretty good idea.
Depends on the room.
Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go blow my ass.
You guys have any Kleenex? Or gloves or another pair of pants?
It's like if it's got
You guys
the
have a plastic
Kleenex.
lined room anywhere? Alma,
A drop
Yeah.
shop?
during the second watch of the evening, getting pretty late, or well, rather, pretty early into the morning at this point. You don't see anyone kind of through the trees, even with your superior dark vision. You can't make out any figures, no one approaching this clearing. Also occasionally keeping eyes out on your surrounding area to make sure nobody's trying to sneak up on your camp, which is very relatively well hidden. You notice a slight flicker of light in the distance off to the south. Then a portion of the sky that seems darker than that surrounding it, and you see this kind of orange glint just reflecting through the trees as you realize that that darkness in the sky is a large plume of smoke, maybe half-mile away. But that's about it.
Does it seem to be moving?
Make a... Well, you already made a perception check. And you rolled pretty well. No, it appears to be stationary. It might spread a bit. But it definitely strikes you as odd.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on it. And at the end of my watch, when I wake Silas, I'm gonna point it out. Do you think that's important?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
You already can see that there is a fire in the distance, and you can see a large plume of smoke rising from it.
14 again.
14. Yeah, you make out that there's definitely bigger than a campfire. It doesn't seem like somebody made camp over there. And Alma, I would say that you have put together as well that it wasn't like really a slow rise. It was just like suddenly flashing light was caught your eye. And yeah, she points this out to you. You see it.
I'll keep watch. If anything changes, I'll wake everyone on it. That with the lantern oil could be something. Good looking out.
Go to sleep.
All right. As you do, Silas, if you wouldn't mind making your perception roll for the rest of the watch.
21.
21. Darkness passes. Sun begins to rise on the horizon, cresting over. And
Now that the sky is a bit more is a bit brighter, how big is this smoke? How much smoke?
make an insight check. Insight or survival. Actually, make a survival check. This makes more sense.
You hate when they have a dramatic roll to them. They slowly turn from something good to something bad. 8.
8. It's hard to tell how big it is. Bigger than a campfire for sure. And with the sun up, you can see the large plume of black smoke. Maybe, again, a half-mile away. But visible from where you are.
I guess I'll wake everyone.
All right.
Nothing else of note.
No, you don't see any figures skulking in the early morning light or anything like that.
As we're getting up, I'm gonna send out a spirit whisper to Aurora. You still there? Anything happen overnight? We're waiting back here.
I'm still clear.
Aurora? Yeah, you awaken to this message inside of a tent.
Or sort of just like a gentle pat.
I'm bleeding.
No, I'm still here. I'm okay. Anything happen?
Okay.
Thought those might change.
Do I notice the smoke when I wake up?
Silas, do you point out the smoke to everyone?
Well, yeah. Upon waking, I just nothing changed, but it's kind of going strong.
Alma, make one more perception check for me.
Is this in the same directional sort of area that Dice Guy told us their hideout was?
Make a survival check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The plume of smoke has thinned since you took your rest. So it seems like whatever fire was there is dying down or gone out at this point.
14.
14. Yeah, it's roundabouts that direction.
I think that's the hideout.
We should grab Aurora and go check it out
Yeah,
now while
should
we have.
just go. Especially with that whole lamp oil, and it sounded like the person that we saw who looked real nervous leaving with those two men
Likely.
in the car.
Yeah. Be more leads in that direction.
I'm gonna head off to start towards Aurora's tent.
Yeah, easy enough. You guys quickly pack up your camps, pick up Aurora, and fill her in on the situation. It's easy enough to follow a path to where the line of smoke is. And arriving, you see a scorched area of earth surrounding what was once a brick structure that's partially collapsed. Still smoldering, still smoking, but no heavy flames to be seen. And you guys can make an investigation check if you would like.
Yeah. I'm investigating the hell out of this place.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's a 12.
Fuck yeah, dude. I guess it's
Tell me what's going on.
11.
Also 11.
13. It's a +1.
11, 11, 13, and 12. 13 was Silas, correct?
Yeah.
Silas, you can see on a portion of like brick corner that was still standing. Just through the charring, you can make out what was once paint that spelled out Darkhide Mill. Are you guys? Let me put it this way: are you guys like entering to look around, or are you just kind of doing a perimeter?
Probably starting with perimeter.
I probably would like to go in and like kind of do a. Is anybody in here? Does anybody need help?
Yeah, I'm in looking for
Okay.
any kind of
All right.
clues.
So Alma and Aurora keep the perimeter, while Silas and Cholula enter. Stepping inside, you see this entire place is burnt out. The kind of northwestern quadrant has collapsed on itself, and what's left of the wood flooring in here is charred and crumbled. You can see a portion that's actually fallen and collapsed even further. Moving in and around the space, this kind of upside-down L shape, avoiding beams and stepping over, and you can just hear the crunch of your adventuring boots on the ash that is left.
Adventure boots.
Stepping around, adventuring boots. Stepping around the corner, you see that portion of floor that was collapsed did so because there appears to be some sort of stone stairway entrance here leading down to a basement area.
Ooh.
I'm gonna check to see if they found anything before I make any moves down.
Yeah. So before you guys make any moves, Aurora and Alma, are you guys just keeping an eye out? What are you doing?
I'm probably just gonna do like a gentle circle around, make sure we're like everything's clear and there isn't someone waiting for anything or any traps or anything.
Okay, make another investigation check.
So yeah.
I'd like to see if there's any evidence of where somebody came or went from here.
Okay. Make a survival check to look for tracks of some kind.
21.
21. You are positive that there is not a soul in the area. No one appears to be watching you from the surrounding woods, which thankfully are far enough back that there wasn't anything, any substantial catching or damage to the forest itself. Alma? 15. You do see those very similar tracks leading kind of off in a direction south from this area. Those square pegs pressed into the sandy earth. And you're reminded of that animated walking cart that you saw the half-giant riding with those two strange men.
Can I leave like a little prestidigitation handprint next to one just so when we come back up, like we don't lose the tracks?
Sure. You could probably use your normal hand if you wanted.
I'm trying to make something that's not going to get like swept away if the wind blows or something like that, or if somebody tries to
Gotcha. So you're trying to like make an illusion of a marking there. Perfect. Yeah, you can do that for sure. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Silas checking in. Alma, do you fill him in on what you found?
Over here, there's some peg tracks, like the cart men.
Peg tracks.
What have I done?
I don't know.
We found a staircase that looks like it goes into a basement, and I want to go down, but Silas said we should wait.
That's creepy, but yes, we should.
Can I go now?
Yes, I just didn't want to just disappear below
Yeah.
the surface of the. Well, okay, let's go.
So you want to go in the creepy basement?
No.
Are you willing to go in the creepy basement?
Can't exactly leave you alone on the
You
surface.
can wait up top if you want. I'll just go down.
It's just a basement? Like,
It's probably full of secrets.
Oh, Jod remains.
Basements always have secrets. Or ghosts.
Oh,
Or both. Or someone could be trapped down there.
I'm just going to grab her and down behind Tallulah into the basement.
or I was just gonna
Okay.
immediately.
Yeah, if I could have you guys go ahead and make perception checks, whoever's headed down there.
Again. Yeah.
We like to roll
Dude.
dice here.
Like a fucking 50-50 right up here on the side of it, and we got 2 Fs.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude.
Dude.
Gnarly.
This board slided down to 2 Fs.
14.
19, 14, natural 20.
12.
12. So, pebbles clatter quietly as they're dislodged from the old stone stairs by your footsteps. You enter a darkened space. On the far side of the room, you see broken down, charred, what were once probably desks and bookshelves that lie in disheveled heaps. Some strange wooden pegs that are, at this point, mostly ash, still held together in their form, are leaned up against the wall to your right as you enter. In the center of the room, to the east and west, are 2 circular stone platforms, about a foot high, that have been smashed and cracked, and all of you from your perception checks can tell that this looks like intentional damage. It doesn't look like they crumbled from age, and fire wouldn't have done this. It looks like someone took their time to attempt to smash up these weird, about 10 foot by 10 foot stone short pillars. The westernmost circle is flanked by 2 copper grates, and lying on the floor between the 2 stone platforms are 3 charred, unmoving bodies that appear to be bound with steel manacles.
3?
Yes. Silas, on a natural 20, stepping into the room. First off, looking down, you notice these 3 bodies. They appear half-orc, maybe some kind of human, and definitely some sort of elf, based off of the body structure that remains. And then something catches your eye. Out of one of these kind of ash-covered copper grates, you see just a little flash of white inside of one, and violet as well.
I check it out.
Yeah.
I grab it.
You walk over. The grate is easy to lift. It's not heavy, isn't really fastened down. But pulling it up and moving it over to the side, you get this strange kind of like viscous purple, almost like jelly consistency on your hands that you quickly like brush off. And looking down, you notice that little flash of white is a corner of a crumpled piece of paper that whatever this fluid was appears to have protected from the flames.
I'm gonna pick up the goop.
Yeah,
I want the goop again.
Yeah, you pick up the goop.
And what does the piece of paper say also?
Goop in one hand, note in the other.
Uncrumpling this wet, soggy piece of parchment, you read a note that reads as follows.
Good job. You have found the piece of paper.
First note... Sorry. Where am I? Oh, am I?
Grip it?
First gone day of Flame Rule. First gone day of Flame Rule, 892, post-severance. Our experimentation has taken an unexpected turn. Without the inhalant, we must adapt our techniques. A new subject has been acquired. You will join us at the lantern as we shift our efforts to the Elder. Elder is capitalized. Arriving with this letter is transport for Subject 17. Once you and the subject have departed, have the embers destroy all evidence of your experiments. They must not leave a single trace. I look forward to meeting where knowledge and magic collide. Together we shall breed a new era of faith in science. It's not signed.
Meet where, what, and what?
I'll read the whole thing again.
Okay. Got a lot of ellipses in here.
Read it as Silas.
First gone day.
After I read the first line, I start reading aloud and like walking to the middle of the room.
First gone day of Flame Ryle, 892, post-severance. Our experimentation has taken an unexpected turn. Without the inhalant, we must adapt our techniques. A new subject has been acquired. You will join us at the lantern, also capitalized, as we shift our efforts to the Elder, capitalized as well. Arriving with this letter is transport for Subject 17. Once you and the subject have departed, have the embers destroy all evidence of your experiments. Embers is also capitalized. They must not leave a single trace, in italics, or equivalent. Handwriting equivalent. It's underlined. I look forward to meeting where knowledge and magic collide. Together we shall breed a new era of faith in science.
Silas reads aloud.
These capitalized words, we should find out what all of those mean.
Mm-hmm.
But the science bit, was that not the town we were just in? The bit with Z.
The place where
Knowledge
and magic collide.
One of the colleges?
Probably the college.
What is the lantern?
Do I remember hearing any of these words? at
Any of the
all?
capital words?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
It's okay. 15.
15. You have heard the lantern referred to before. Certain people, usually the scholars of your community, would talk about their time. They would talk about the lantern as this kind of goal, like something they all wished to reach was a place at the lantern. You get the sense that it refers to a place for sure, but you don't know exactly where that is or what that entails.
This seems like a sort of a lot of these capitalized words seem like their hierarchy within
Right.
this organization. So there's
Embers.
an elder, there's a lantern that sounds like maybe some sort of commission of people who make decisions, and then embers seem like maybe the lowly that take
Right.
care of the dirty work.
What's the move?
We could try following the tracks, but they're probably gonna get covered up at some point.
Likely, but I think the orders are lined out pretty well what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Take this subject 17.
Do any of these bodies, if I get real up close and personal with them, are any of them Flemish?
Flasham?
Flosham.
Flemish?
Flummox? Are any of them flummox?
Go ahead and
I think they're all a little flummoxed.
make another investigation check.
Okay. I'm going to use a chonk.
He believes.
Maybe that was fine. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. Looking over the bodies,
Any burnt lavender?
looking over the bodies, you see a couple of things. All of them are dressed in, or were dressed probably in simple clothing, as all of it has burned away. There's no nothing of wear that was magical left behind. And you can also tell, based off of some striations along the floor, that looks to be it appears to be formerly lines of blood that have since congealed and been burnt, essentially. It looks like the three bodies were alive when the fire took place, based off of the way that they must have been squirming and left markings on the floor. And the one in the center, there is the faint scent of burnt lavender. And it's definitely elven. Most likely drow.
Do I see her scouring about in that area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a pretty open room. All of these like collapsed desks and bookshelves and things are all along the walls, and then the center is open with these two copper grates, the bodies, and then there are two circles. I can actually send a picture that I'm going to have to take from my notes here because I don't have it on my phone. That I will share in the Discord in the Watching Arcanarama Live channel.
Hey.
You can join
we
it to the
have a
About
channel
section.
like that in our Discord, which you can find a link to in the About section of our Twitch page.
That's where you are right now.
Ain't we stinkers?
I hate that phrase so much.
Yeah.
Ain't I a stinker?
Watching Arcanarama Live.
What do you see?
I'm.
This but burnt. Also, somebody needs to silence their Discord notifications.
It's not me.
Not this one.
I'm going to tear off a piece of fabric, the least charred that I can find, and I'll hold it up.
This is gonna sound awkward. Smell it?
I smell lavender.
Burnt, but it's there faintly.
Yeah, that's one job done. What else did you see?
I think they were burned alive.
How does that make you feel?
Bad? Is it supposed to make me feel a different way?
It's not supposed to make you feel anything, I guess, but just asking.
Whoever it is that we're following right now is locked up.
Right?
Can I see if there's anything in any like drawers in these desks or the pile of things? Is there
You
any
can make one more
stuff?
investigation check for sure.
And then I want to check out what this purple goo is. I want to know what the purple is.
Okay.
Hey, you, what's that goo?
Did you say investigation?
Yes.
Another 12.
Another 12. Looking around the desks, like drawers crumble as you pull them out. Everything has been severely weakened. You get the sense that this is probably where the fire started, based on the couple of crates that are heavily singed and bits of like splintered and charred and burnt wood that is spread across the room. You get the sense those 4 crates of lamp oil were probably poured onto these people and then lit. Make a nature check as you go to investigate the purple fluid.
Okay, what's this purple stuff? Natural one.
Don't eat it.
Natural one. Walking over, you actually you don't fall, but you slip and slide a bit on the stone floor, where there's like a kind of more concentrated puddle of it that was charred across the top, which is why you didn't notice. But when you slide through, it kind of like peels that skin off, and you can just see like the purple below. Near the westernmost circle, and looking down, you do see kind of like rolled up against the wall. This is on your previous investigation check. A little jar that is sitting around piles of broken glass that has since puddled. But there's one little jar that's still intact that just has like a weird purple tentacle floating in it.
Oh.
Maybe about 7-8 inches long.
I found this.
Okay.
Is it more goo?
It's got a purple tentacle in it.
Is there goo surrounding the tentacle?
Is it in goo?
Hey, Cholula,
It's not
can
in-
you smell that?
It's not in purple goo. It's floating in some kind of like slightly yellowish clear fluid.
It's a different kind of glue.
It's a different kind of goo.
Yes.
Okay, don't touch the goo for now.
Okay, but I can keep it.
Keep the goo.
Okay.
But we'll figure it out later.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay, you can add a jar of preserved tentacle to your inventory.
No.
Jar of shit is
Yeah,
mine
I store the
now.
little goop that I had. And about
It's
how much of it.
it's like just make a nature check
Okay.
with advantage
Okay.
for reasons.
Oh boy, what a great one. 2 of my favorite shapes that turn out to be shitty numbers. It's an 11.
I'd say 11 is enough for Silas.
Okay.
Upon further investigation, it's this weird, like, gelatinous goo, but portions of it are more fluid. This is some kind of congealed blood.
Oh. Purple?
Mm-hmm. Which isn't that outside of the realm of... It's not that strange to you. You've met all number
For
of
sure.
Genasi and...
Sorry, Taylor leaked into that briefly.
There's all colors of blood here in Kavora.
Yeah, it wasn't in the
Collect 'em
dossier
all.
that I read about Kavora. Opening chapter 1: Blood types of Kavora. Do I get a sense that it? No, leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna do the 48 years on a door puzzle thing. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna lick. I'm not that person. I'm not
You know who is?
this one. Yeah.
Pepper.
She
That
wants
dog.
Ew.
Yeah. I'll just fling that off of my hand and out of my conscience.
Yeah, do a quick wipe.
Out of my life.
Out of my life.
I will say also, Alma, I meant to tell you this earlier, on your investigation check of the bodies, you don't recognize this human form. You do recognize it to be female. The half-orc you recognize to be male. And you can't place it, but for some reason, the silhouette of the body itself is familiar.
The half orc?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any? If I dig around in pockets, are there any?
There aren't pockets. As I said, the clothing, like, fully burned away. You know those, like, charred corpses that you come across sometimes in Skyrim?
I thought you were gonna say just in life.
You know, sometimes when you come across a burnt...
After my murders,
It's just, like, charred musculature, essentially, that is manacled. And they're all kind of, like, face down, manacled behind the back.
hey guys. I know we all hate staring at corpses as much as the next group of people, but can you guys come look at this orc?
Sure, I'm gonna flip it over.
Okay, you do so. The hand, kind of like, one of the hands breaks at the wrist, as they're less held together than the manacles are at this point. If I could have all of you make a perception check. I'd say all of you that aren't Alma, because Alma, you've been puzzling over this already.
17.
17,
And 18.
18, 14. You all stand there and ponder for a moment before Aurora. Your heart sinks. You reach into your pouch. You pull out a little piece of paper and unfold it. And the silhouette matches a drawing that you were given by Xander Silvertusk. You get the sense that this half-orc is the body of Baldric Brimstone, the missing fighter from Lugrieve.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you know him?
It's the guy we were looking for Thunder Tusk. For the guy I met in the bar.
Oh, the
It's
Johns.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Do I remember when I was talking to him, like, what sort of fighting style he had? Or, like, what...
It didn't come up. You guys were just kind of like sharing a drink. You remember, this isn't Xander Silvertusk. It's
Yeah.
not the man from the bar. This is his friend that he was worried about. That he seemed convinced that the current King of Carnage had it out for him.
There's no sort of... Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on this body for me to take back for him. So...
There's a couple tusks.
Yeah, oh god, I was gonna say.
There's a
I can
hand.
collect those if it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, please.
Sure. I'll get them.
Yep, they come loose relatively easily.
It's all flat breakable at this point.
Unfortunate.
Well,
Have you ever slow roasted it?
he's been barbecued.
I was waiting for that.
It just falls right off the bone.
How does that explain the bones that fall right off the bones?
Because the cartilage and whatnot that holds it all together has been
You normally
smoked.
cook with this amount of accelerant, though?
No, not personally.
We should find the people who've done this.
Aurora, on your map, could you mark down this space so we can come back?
Yeah.
You make a note of Darkhide Mill.
Let's get to following those tracks.
Mm.
We don't
Right.
know anything about this third person here, human.
Nothing comes to mind. I'm gonna get real close.
I'll flip it over too.
They don't seem familiar.
Any kind of like discernible features left?
The two of you can make one more perception check.
So like if we run into somebody that's like another missing person, we'll be like, oh, they were with these other guys.
Found them.
They're not
Sorry.
doing great.
Oh, finally a roll. 26.
26.
70.
17. Cholula, you flip this body over, and it's strange. There's a bit of preserve or protection, I guess, insulation from the heat on the parts of the bodies that were face down.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough that when you flip this one over, their left eye is still intact.
Nice.
And the eyelid is just kind of open halfway. And you see a kind of silvery, glistening iris that reminds you of Ollie's eyes. And you get the sense that this was an Aasimar,
Oh.
some type of celestial being, or celestial touched being.
Now that we've all had a good look.
Yeah, we should get to following those tracks now before they have a chance to get too far.
Your thoughts on picking up the pace a bit in the follow?
I'm in.
Sure. As we approach the tracks, I will drop the prestidigitation so nobody else knows we were here.
Yeah, your little beacon goes away, and they do bring you right back to the tracks. If I could have whoever's leading the pack make a survival check.
Survival.
Survive.
Do we do
It's a
it?
good one. I'm not using this dice today. That's a 5.
5.
Ooh.
All right. You continue following the tracks for about 15 minutes before they kind of veer back on, as they did before, to Stone Road. And there's no markings to follow as you reach the same Stone Road.
Do they
that
hit perpendicular or do they have a lead in?
they kind of curved to the, once again, to the south, kind of leading away from Grey Talon.
Okay.
I guess in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else wants to take
Is
a look.
there any indicator anywhere around us of where the roads are leading to? Like any signs, whatnot?
There are occasional signs, yes. A lot of them are kind of overgrown. You get the sense there's not a lot of great infrastructure upkeep across Mistinor. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like unifying governmental figure that's kind of taking care of things. You get the sense that after the Grimdalian invasion, shit kind of fell apart, and now the separate holds are their own places. So like Lugrive is governed and runs on its own set of laws versus Geladorn or even Grey Talon. So, to answer your question, there are some signs, but they're outdated, and some of them have fallen, but there is general direction. So, where...
Do they have any signs of making camp anywhere? Or is it just before we reach the road or even off the road?
It was just straight, those square tracks
Okay.
that led you to the road and curved
Yeah,
onto it.
Just an open question.
I'll also say, you guys are now aware from your time in Grey Talon that these animated carts appear to be relatively common.
Yeah.
Seems to be the main mode of transportation for people carrying goods across vast distances in Mistinor.
Can't trust a horse, am I right, Miranda?
I hate them. Makes me so angry.
They're so tall, so they're closer to their creator.
Where I plan to send them.
Oh, horse.
Listen, I don't think animals should be extinct except for two. Horses and axolotls.
Oh,
No. Mudkip is a cute Pokemon, but fuck them. Can I?
Oh, we've moved on. That's it. That's all you get.
Miranda's on a mission to exterminate horse.
save it for Condorama.
Horses and salamanders. I don't want them.
It's a good thing they're not really together often, I guess.
I don't want them. I don't want them around.
Just a horse bag full of salamanders.
It's the dead eyes in both. I can stand it with sharks because water. You're not supposed to go in there. But we're...
Axolotls are
So
also
as you guys
water.
are standing on the road,
Oh, right, yeah.
Listen, I was trying to cross-reference
That was okay.
information of where we were given to a map. Because I was trying to see where our closest city is. Do I know that from like where we are?
the closest
Like
hold
south?
that you know of would be Grey Talon behind you, which is a couple miles away. The next closest would be Lugrieve to the south, and then Kalima after that, but that's quite a ways.
Okay.
You know that you traveled 2 days southwest from Lugrieve to get to the Trollvein ruins, and then from there you headed 3 days travel north to get to Grey Talon. So it's probably 3 to 4 days travel south to get back to Lugrieve, and then another 3 to 5 days to get to Kalima from there.
Okay.
That's all on foot.
We kept that lavender thing, right?
You,
That
I think, all have a lavender thing on you now.
Well,
I
the one from the burn,
The strip.
the strip.
Yes, we'll say that was on the underside of the drow body.
Okay. Just making sure we kept that.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like they're heading to Lugrieve. I mean, if they
I don't think that they're headed to Lugrieve. Honestly, from where we are, they could have gone anywhere. I was more so just trying to figure out what to do next. We could go back to Lugrieve, report back that the people we were trying to find were dead, head to Kalima, maybe then, I don't know, head to the school, and then, I guess, take on a frog hemus. But, like, I'm not really sure where to go next.
I think we should do that. If they're heading south anyway, and the place where knowledge meets magic, Kalima's seems to be in that realm, so we should go to Lugrieve. We can let everyone know that all their friends are dead, and grab a bite to eat, maybe. And then you have armor to pick up, don't you? Or more potions or something?
An umbrella.
Well, there was
Oh wait, no, there was another
There-
thing.
there
It
was-
was the potions, yeah.
doesn't seem to be very necessary anymore.
Well, you never know.
If
Do
We're
you
going.
think
You did pay for them.
Isagil would know about this lantern? He seemed to be rather knowledgeable of things of old.
We could pass back by.
All of these. Can I call them proper nouns? Is grammar like a cool thing? All of these proper nouns in this note could be run by Isagil.
And maybe by Samson, if we're going back to Lugrieve.
Right.
He's been
Oh,
tailing the
Samson,
Silver Stake
yeah.
for some time.
And as while we're heading south, we could keep an eye out for the tracks, any divergence from the road.
Yes, I think we should head back to Lugrieve. We should stop near the Everrain and visit Isagel because we told him we would. And we'll just ask everyone about it.
Right.
And when one of them tries to kill us, we'll know that we've found somebody worth pursuing.
Right, we'll kill them back.
That's a good way to put it. We continue traveling south.
All right.
Towards the Evergreen.
All right. So first heading to the Everrain, and then next on to Lugrieve. If I could just have somebody, whoever, I don't care, roll me a d20. This is basically just a luck check to see expedited travel in lieu of a random rolling encounter table. Since it seems like you guys have kind of latched onto some shit that you're wanting to go after, we will make luck checks to see if shit happens on the road.
Shit might happen.
9.
9.
Lucky girl.
Wonderful. As you continue your trek through the thick forested areas, leading up and away from Grey Talon, back towards the Everrain, a light rain begins to fall around you. The drizzle seems to follow you for miles, soaking your clothes through. You eventually find rest and respite under a particularly thick canopy of trees, taking the time to drain your clothes and wait out the ever heavier precipitation falling around you. After a couple of minutes, as the rain is starting to let up, Silas, you look up and notice that the darkened canopy above you has a peculiar shape. Then, catching a glimpse between the leaves, you realize what it is that's actually been blocking the rain. Suspended among the thick green canopy, you can make out the shape and ridged belly of a humpback whale, suspended at the branches miles inland from the Scarlet Coast.
Aurora immediately sits down on the ground, pulls out her book, and starts drawing this. Is there any other sort of like nearby landmarks for her to sort of like mark this area?
I would say. So first make a history check, which is what we use for essentially the art checks for Aurora, using her
Recall.
Yeah, her recall of viewing things around her.
22.
22. You have
I love whales.
a beautiful sketched likeness of this kind of sad scene of this very long dead whale suspended in the trees, down to like the hanging vines that kind of loop down from underneath it.
Can I like climb a tree
Do you have a climb speed?
up to the sky? I don't know. I don't think so.
Look at your movement on D&D Beyond. It should tell you if you touch it. If not, you can still try to climb a tree. It just won't be as easy.
-10.
It says each foot of movement costs 1 extra. So I guess it's difficult terrain climbing.
Okay, yeah. We'll call it difficult terrain because that's easier math for my brain. Which is that you have a climb speed, but you can only climb at half of your normal speed.
Okay.
But your normal speed is 40 feet?
30. It's 40 when
30,
I'm shifted.
30 if you're not shifted, right. So yeah, you get about 15 feet up. It takes you a couple of seconds to get up to a point. Make an investigation check.
Oh. I wanted us to go in there.
We're all rolling out of the trays today.
We're all out of the trays. What am I doing? Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. 18.
18. Looking over it, you see this strange branched whale that its mouth kind of like lightly hangs open a bit, and you see movement inside.
Mm-hmm. Is it bugs?
You just catch...
I didn't even think about this.
You just catch this faint kind of yellowish gleam of what looks like eyes. Then your vision instantly kind of clicks over as you see this kind of like pulsating coming from the top of the whale, where the blowhole would be, just kind of like stretches, and popping up, you see the head of a goblin.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there. Can I help you?
Oh, do you live here?
Yeah, me, mate.
Oh, that's my mistake. I saw this up
Get
here.
off. And like it stretches even further, and another goblin head pops out.
Is she talking to someone?
Hi. I saw the whale and wanted to.
Hold on. Get down. He like pushes the other one's head down, climbs up out of the blowhole, reaches in and pulls the other up. You see these two goblins, one of which has like this kind of very short and flat, wide rectangular head with just a poof of reddish hair on top, and the other has this more kind of elongated features. Completely like there is no chin, it's just face to neck, standing there kind of like awkwardly, who like brushes some of the whale junk off of him. This one steps forward.
Nice to meet you. I'm Merc. This is Durban.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Cholula.
Lovely to meet you.
I
Lovely to
didn't
meet you.
mean to intrude on your home.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, have you got any news from outside?
What sort of news?
Anything really? We're willing to trade. We're good for it.
He like kind of like reaches into a little satchel at his side and pulls out two kind of like violet tinted potions.
If you got any current events of what's going on out there?
Well, sure. There's been several people going missing, and we just found 3 of them that had been burned alive in a basement by what's called the Silver Stake.
That's wild. That's crazy.
No.
I've heard about these silver stakes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Cholula,
He's just like having a whole conversation up there.
you're talking to someone?
Yes, Silas. Obviously, I'm having a conversation.
I just see her talking to a dead whale. Okay, cool.
I slap Silas on the arm. You're being rude right now. Cholula is trying to have a conversation.
Can you tell me what you know?
They kind of like step over it. One of the large fins is kind of like you're at the tip where you've climbed up. He kind of like walks along over to the side to get closer to you. At this point, the rest of you down below can hear muffled voices other than Cholula's.
Can you tell me what you know of the Silver Stake? I've got this, and I pull out the jar with the tentacle in it.
Oh, that's seems unrelated, but I know that when I see a black tabard with a silver stake on it, I get inside the whale.
Hey, write that down.
Do you know anything about the organizational structure?
No,
Places where they meet. Alma climbed the tree.
How long have you been up here?
oh, maybe 12, 15 days.
I'm gonna try to climb.
If you don't climb the tree,
Make an athletics check, 'cause I know you don't have. I know you don't have a climb speed.
So
Athletics
where,
check.
where did you live before?
Oh, well, we had a little a village that was down the way, but storm blew through and blew most of it away.
Oh,
Yeah, not the greatest builders, but me and Durban got separated. I've got to keep him close because, look at him.
well,
Durban's like kind of like standing there, like picking at his belly button, like looking off in the distance. Has not said a word since he came up out of the whale.
It's a good conversation then.
10.
Have you got friends?
13.
I do. Would you like to come down?
It takes you each about like 3.5 minutes, but you do manage to get up to Cholula's ankles,
An eternity.
just enough to see this small goblin with the wide face, flat nose, like very very short flat nose, almost barely existent, very sharp eyebrows.
Sick.
Can you
And-
believe that?
Yes, this is Alma and Aurora.
Hello.
Hello there.
You live in a whale?
Oi.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I immediately add little goblin drama.
Yeah.
Have you always lived in a whale?
No, well, I was just telling your friend Chalula here that we had another village, poorly built, blew away.
And the whale?
Well, we found it. Seemed like a good enough place, no one was using it.
For now, you know they can explode after a while.
Really? That sounds mighty
If I
dangerous.
poke the whale, how far away are we from explosion?
Make a nature check, I guess.
I'm sure some has been relieved from.
That is a natural one. It explodes.
Yeah, all that you go to poke the whale and your finger just like slides in and you're instantly grossed out and are like, ugh, and you pull it out and there's just like a stream.
I get down from the tree. I'm crying.
Maybe it's not a good conversation then.
Silas, make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, they really explode?
Yeah, man, all that shit like gathers and pressure.
Yeah, gases.
That's why you gotta get them back in the
25.
ocean.
You just like definitely and easily just like sidestep and it's like still pouring and it goes for a little bit before calming down.
I
All that is
got
covered.
prestidigitation out.
Yeah, easy enough.
We'd rather stay up here, but thanks for the info. That's great. I'm sorry we couldn't be more help, but I guess we owe you these.
Hands you over 2 potions.
Do you want this?
Sure. You know where it's from.
It's from the basement where I found bodies.
Oh. Smells like preserves.
Kind of like
Smells clean.
formaldehyde has a very specific scent.
Yeah.
And he like reaches in as it's pouring and grabs the little tentacle and takes it out. It's like very floppy. Kind of flips it around.
Nice. I'm sorry, I don't have anything else that we could give you, but
Oh no, that's perfectly fine.
well, thank you for the news and thank you for this.
Wait, you guys are like trading information for like.
Yes, they wanted some current event.
We haven't got nothing else to trade though, but I mean, unless there's something non-tangible that you want to barter with.
Aurora sort of like sits down on a branch and sort of like holds open her book. You cannot take this. I'm kind of keeping track of like all the stuff I've been finding weird. That's in. No!
Just like casually starts eating the tentacle.
Aurora sort of gently pulls the book back by a few inches and herself manually flips through the pages. Well, like you can see right here, we found like this weird like frozen waterfall, and then like we went inside the Trollvane ruins. There's like a weird little robot in there, and he doesn't like.
Trollvane ruins, dear, don't go there. That place is dangerous as all hell.
Oh no! I mean, we sort of like walked around for a few days, and then there was like this dire willow tree, and do you know anything about the Fae?
I know a bit. Only a few though.
Well,
Yeah, once Durban wandered into a fairy circle, a little circle of mushrooms, vanished.
did they keep him for a while?
A bit, yeah. He came back maybe
Can
a week later.
I talk to him?
You can talk to him,
Yeah.
sure. Durban, she wants to talk to you.
Durbin looks over.
Hey, so your friend mentioned that you were taken by the Fae for a little bit. I was too. Did they like teach you any songs or how to do like any magic or like part of their language? I got the language part.
He kind of like looks back and forth between you and Merc. Merc kind of like looks at him for a moment.
No, he says all they did was take things from him. Couldn't get him to shut up before he left. Been silent ever since. Miracle, really.
And you can like understand him, like telepathically, or is it just like a?
No, I can just read his face.
Oh, okay.
I know every crevice of this bastard.
Like very like long nail, just like scratching. As Durbin's just like,
Oh God.
Did they take his voice?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Oh.
Oh no, he doesn't talk about it.
Oh, they're laughing now. That's good.
Um,
They're talking to people, right?
There's
Beings?
some goblins out there.
Goblins, good.
They live in the whale.
They live in the whale. They live in
But
the
they-
whale.
They did just find out that whales can explode, so.
Good. I'm gonna turn my back, and do I see any odd, out-of-place animals?
Make a perception check.
what?
Actually, first make a perception check.
What is it?
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Now roll a d100. 15.
50?
15. 1-5.
Yeah, I can't believe you said 50. You
Your chances are great.
said 50, right, chat? 15? 64.
Those are the same. Tell him the secrets.
I still don't know how math works when
I
Cameron
rolled-
says a D100. So
I rolled
So when you
my-
roll a d100, it's a percentile die. And the number that I'm saying is the number that you have to roll that number or lower. So essentially what that was, there was a 15% chance that he might have seen something or that there might have been something around, but he rolled way over. So there are a couple of seabirds that have flown in from the
Curious,
coast
I
that are
imagine.
just plucking away at some very large eyeballs. But other than that, just regular critters in the area.
I'm gonna continue the facade of doing my normal ranting while looking for weird animals.
For sure.
what all did they take from you?
He frowns to
He
his left.
says he's not sure. He showed up, and there was a little raccoon fellow standing there with the clipboard, and he said, "Welcome to the Feywild. We've been waiting for you. May we have your name?" And then he gave him his name, and then he doesn't remember nothing else.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. That's fair. They didn't take anything from me. I guess I haven't known anyone else who's been taken and then brought back other than like my brother. So I was just curious.
He Durbin, you see, punches Merc across the face, who takes it and wipes away a little bit of dark greenish blood.
All right. He wants to know what it was like when you were taken.
Can I hear any of this? On the ground?
You hear a single voice that appears to be talking for two, as well as Aurora and Cholula. You guys can make out the gist.
Well, me and my brother went and we played some games with some children. I think it was mostly hide and seek, and we kind of just, I don't know, frolicked for a little bit. We
Fuck yeah, dude.
Frolicking.
Dude, fucking
frogging.
Dude, you wanna fucking frolic now, dude?
Dude, do you fucking frolic?
Dude,
you
yeah,
swing
dude.
both
Sea
hands when you
breezes?
skip, or are you like a hands by your side while you skip kind of guy?
dude, hands by the
Always
side.
back, always.
Dude, hands by the side, man.
Hands up. That's advanced frolicking, dude.
You
Every
gotta
now
go
and
whoa
then-
when your hands are up.
Every now and then do one of those skips where you do a rotate, a full 360 skip.
That's fair. You gotta have the skirt with it too, so it goes.
Yeah, mid frolic might
So
kill.
it's mostly frolicking then.
Well, yeah, and
That sounds nice.
yeah, I mean, they didn't seem too weird. We stayed for a day or two. There was music and games and some weird food.
But
didn't
you
eat-
remember it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Durbin says that's weird.
Oh,
He don't remember nothing.
I'm sorry.
You said you knew a couple?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, a couple of satyrs passed through a couple of weeks back. But other than that,
Cholula, please ask some follow-up questions.
Like what?
What did they look like?
What?
well, One was a lady, not very modest, and she had kind of greyish fur, and smaller horns, just like little ones, just peeking out of the forehead there. And the other one was a male. He had brown fur, very strong, and he wore a vest.
Does any of that feel familiar?
I mean, it seems to take other shapes. Do I recognize any of those satyr forms?
Not any more than any other satyr that exists.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Right, well, we were just in the middle of lunch. Thank you for the contribution of snacks, and
I hope that treats you well.
Fuck yeah, dude.
this one's got a tingle.
I bet.
But like, you know how when you eat something real spicy, sometimes it burns your mouth, but then there's that green spicy that burns like up in your nose. Mm-hmm. This one's like, it burns like above my eyes. That's nice there, thanks. We better get back to lunch.
Yeah, we better be on our way. It was very nice to meet you. Just keep an eye out for when your home may explode, and maybe keep an eye out for some other lodgings.
Right, yeah, thanks for the heads up. Mm-hmm. And good luck on your travels.
Thank you.
I really can't believe they explode.
Oh, do you know what these are? What they do?
They make you feel much better.
Oh, wonderful. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Turns around and disappears down a blowhole again, followed
Back down the tree.
followed quickly by Durbin.
I very slowly climb down the tree.
What is this substance I'm looking at on the ground that fell from the whale? Does it look like fat mostly?
It's like kind of yellowish, chunky.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Fat, pus, something.
It was on me.
It was on more than your hands. It's sprayed onto your, you.
Oh no, my me.
Yeah.
Do you find that prestidigitation makes you feel better? You know, I feel like I see people do it all the time, and I don't know if it's.
I don't know how much it removes.
Do you want to stick your hand in the goo?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you got sprayed by shit, and then you
Yeah.
prestidigitate it away, you still get the feeling that you were sprayed by shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I do still want to boil off all of my skin.
Right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's gone, but it's not gone.
No, like emotionally
Take a shower.
covered in whale.
Right. Yes.
Physically less covered in
You
whale.
can't prestidigitate a memory away, can you?
No, but
You
I
got shit
do.
on. Whoops.
There is a satyr that I have in mind who apparently loves to take care of that. So I could always go there if I really
Right,
couldn't
yes.
bear
Yeah.
the memory of whale. But I think whenever we find a place to stay for the night, I will just maybe get into a very, very, very hot bath
Yeah.
and think non-whale thoughts. Until then, I can hold out.
Oh, you've got potions. That's good.
Yes, they just wanted to know what was going on in the world. They were very nice.
So I heard.
Well, shall we?
We shall.
You guys continue on making camp at night and keeping watch, keeping an eye out, keeping each other safe. And in the next half day of travel, you arrive at the Everrain. And there, basking in the glory of Orbert, just as you left them, is Isago. They don't notice you at first, just kind of leaned back. And then one of you kind of steps on a leaf when you're within about 30 feet of them. They turn. Oh, hello again.
Hello?
Did you find what it was you were looking for? Oh, sorry, let me cover that up.
Yeah.
Pulls his wraps a little tighter.
We did, sort of. How have you been?
I've been wonderful. Haven't moved a muscle.
Perfect. Do you mind if we stay another night with you here?
But of course, I did so enjoy my one-on-one sessions with each of you last time.
Yes.
Yes.
So who wants to go first?
It is night, yes. We're doing.
Yeah, we'll say at the end of the day you arrived.
Well, I found this note, so I can stay up first.
Oh, sure, yeah. Do you happen to have a bath?
You could wash yourself in the ever-falling rains, but don't touch the ones that are going upward. It's a bad time.
Is there a spot where there's not my father and friends and the strange naked dog?
My father and friends.
Yes, for the sake of this, yes, there is a private area behind several thicker trees that you can go and wash yourself of the whale from the day before.
The thought of whale, yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll go do that and then go to bed.
Perfect. So you say you found a piece of paper of some kind.
Yeah, there's a lot of mentions here that I'm sure you might be able to regale us on.
Perhaps. I know a couple of things about a couple of things. What is it particularly that you're interested in?
I was wondering if you could just kind of take a look.
Sure.
I'll be easy with it. It's a bit fragile.
All right. He takes it from you and looks it over. Is it already 892 post-severance? Wow. It's been a while since I've looked at the date. Experimentation, inhalant, tap techniques.
More or less looking at the capitals there. The lantern,
the
elder,
lantern,
embers.
the elder. Well, the elder could refer to a number of things. In terms of society, there are sometimes these matriarchal or patriarchal societies in which those who have aged are viewed as wise and are, for some reason and because of this, placed in charge of everything. Seems a bit spotty to me, but...
Mr. Gale, save me your ageist garbage.
Right, sorry.
Thank you.
It could also be referring to some type of perhaps creature that grows incredibly old. Dragons are known to have incredibly long lifespans, if not bothered or prodded or...
But Lantern seems to be a bit of a location for this elder, right?
Right, yes. Join us at the Lantern as we shift our efforts to the elder. Do you have any context? There's a lot of... I feel like I'm missing a lot of pieces. Where did you find it? Who wrote it?
It was found in, as you've read, in a place that was burned intentionally to cover tracks, I guess.
Right, by these embers. Most likely an adventuring group, if I had to guess.
Something along those lines, maybe lower level Silver Stake types.
Silver Stake, you say? Are they
I might say it.
tangled up in this business?
There's no reason why they wouldn't be.
He kind of, for the first time, looks a little uneasy and kind of like looks around. Have they shown themselves in these parts? Do you have any reason to believe they might be following you?
Following us? I don't think any direct reason. Shown themselves, yes. We've sparred with them.
Shit. Around here?
Beach, just outside of Lugrieve.
Right. Well, I guess it's time to be moving camp again relatively soon. I try to avoid having any run-ins with these Silver Stake. I have had a couple of run-ins with them in the past, and did not thoroughly enjoy my stay.
Stay?
Right. I was approached by a couple of their members. Can't recall their names, but wearing the usual cultist garb, black with the silver trim and whatnot. Came across my campsite, and as I wanted to do, we had a bit of a conversation with one another, and they had a lot of questions when they found out about the whole must-have sunlight thing. It was very intriguing to them. So they asked if I would be interested in learning a bit more about it myself. I was quite curious, so I joined them. And the next few months, or maybe years. Again,
Isaga,
it blows past.
I get it.
For a while, they kept me chained up. They did a lot of strange experiments where they would take me outside at night time and leave me there for prolonged periods of time until I felt as though I was going to collapse, and then they would bring me back in and pump me full of different syringes and gave me things to breathe. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of it. Probably on purpose, if I had to guess.
I'm sorry. That
It's-
sounds horrible.
It's quite all right. The past is the past. And we're all about
not
moving
for
forward.
most, though. Does Vendelor sound right? He's another ageless.
I did hear the name Vindalor. That rings a bell. Wasn't the one calling the shots. That was some half-elven fellow. He was dressed a lot more ornately than the others. Had those peculiar bifocals that were on a bit of a stick that he would hold up to his eyes when he was reading something. Black hair. Kept his face covered for most of our endeavors. Fancied this silver half-mask, reminiscent of some three-eyed creature, but its skull, if that makes sense, and the rest of his face was concealed by a cloth that dropped from that half-mask.
Do I have my mask on me?
Do you? I don't
think
think
I
you've
might.
gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
Is it still in your
I brought
inventory?
it out a bit, but I don't think I've abandoned it anywhere. Fairly certain it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything like this? Or is this a caricature of that?
Yes, I would put it that way. Similar style in the fact that it covered from the nose up with the mask, and then the rest of the mask was just drapery.
Do I get the impression that those parties were meant to signify a bit of what he's discussing? Or celebrate a bit of what he's discussing?
Make a history check with advantage.
Sell that a little bit more. Make a history check with advantage. That's 2x.
That's all right with me. Oh wow, natural 20.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Also,
Wow.
And also a 2.
Nice.
That just happened.
On a,
You just
on a nat
did
20, I will say, Silas, you are aware that the parties were more of a symbol of status. If you were invited to the parties in Port Alusine, it showed that you were worthy.
For sure.
That you were worthy and wealthy. The reason for the masks, you're not entirely certain why they were required, but they were required. And it was referred to when someone was outed at one of these parties for not having the wealth that they claimed. They were what is called unmasked, where not only was the mask taken off, but they were then disintegrated, which...
And unalived.
Yeah, they were unalived, which Alma witnessed firsthand, but she's asleep right now. You only heard tell of these things, mostly through hearsay, because everybody there was fucking crazy, and you were too busy drinking to try and forget about your situation. More worried about that than making friends. We'll say. But I will say, on a nat 20, the two don't seem related in anything other than half-mask style. I remember talk of lanterns, the lantern. But they left me with a fresh face one evening, and I had saved up as much energy as I could, drained him partially, not fully, of course, and made my escape that way. None of the rest of this really rings a bell. Subject 17, the Elder.
Magic?
It doesn't seem like... Oh, right. This part at the end here.
That sounds like this place.
Where knowledge
In general.
knowledge and magic collide. Could be referring to Wiltbloom College in Kalima. It is where collegiate and educators and students alike use knowledge to gain magic. Could also... The lantern as we shift our eyes to the Elder. It could also potentially be referring to whatever this lantern is, based on the things that they were doing to me. It was like, it wasn't just random torturous poking and prodding. It was like they were trying to learn things. It was
Trying to get a specific result.
right, definite experimentation. So, I would ponder, perhaps, where magic and knowledge collide is the lantern. Shift our efforts to the Elder. Adapt our techniques. I'm afraid with the information I've been given, I can't glean much more from this, but I do know that the Silver Stake are trouble. They're quite a dangerous bunch of rabble-rousers, and I'd do well to never see them again, personally.
Well, they're not any fun. Speaking of, have you seen any carts come by?
Not through the Everrain. Not recently, no. The last visitors I had were you passing the other way.
It's been good, though. You've been
I have been.
keeping the light on.
Yes, Albert is definitely working overtime. With the rains yesterday. How are things with the young one?
Coming along. Good.
That's good. She looks different. I can't place it.
It's the hair. It's
Right.
and
Right.
the eyes. Looks like a mother, a bit.
Oh, that's lovely. Must be hard for you.
Yes, feel like I'm the only one still thinking about it.
Right.
Keep getting into these situations and having a bit of fun, and I can't seem to let myself do it.
Right. Well, I wish I had advice.
I think I might have needed to say it.
Right. Well, if there's one thing that I can say, it's that there are those who seek what I was cursed with. There are those who seek eternal life, eternal youth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say confidence in nudity.
That comes naturally.
Just look at me.
He flexes his abs.
Just the abs.
Just the abs.
Puts his arms and legs out, but just
Which is to
the
say,
abs.
he laughs. But what... The wisdom that is lost upon those who seek to live eternal is that eventually all that you have is what you've lost. And that is a tale that never grows shorter.
I think about that a lot. I'm trying to keep myself in the present and knowing what I'm striving for, but then I think about Genevieve. And would she want to be rescued? Would she want to know that someone is coming?
Would you?
Yes. I've been there.
I think that's your answer.
Right.
And
I think it's time for a shift change.
right, yes. Send in the next one. For the sake of brevity, is there anyone else who would like to have a conversation with Isabel?
Sorry.
Touch his ass. I don't.
Still asleep.
Almost. Only asleep would she.
Darling, he puts a finger over your mouth for no reason. You're not like talking. He's just like, we can't.
It's not about the abs either. She just really wants to wash clothes. And that's the only washboard she has. Just scrubbing clothes on his abs.
No, I don't have anything in particular.
All right. The night passes, once again without incidents, under the safeguard of Isugel and Orbert, and you all find rest.
You're saying he sits silently throughout everyone else's watch?
No, he chatters about nothing that matters in particular. Yours is the only meaningful conversation that he has that night.
Oh.
We have maps. They have matching shirts.
No, they don't.
Those lockets, they say be free and stand on them.
We should get a tall tee that just has Isagel's body on it. It's your torso.
Hit us up for some Isugel body pillows.
I'll draw them.
Oh, I can hear. Oh, that's the sound of money being raked in.
We'll do that on our next art stream.
Yeah, let's talk about that more.
Just flashing his own loincloth.
So if I could have somebody else now, as you awaken and bid your farewells and say goodbye to Isugel, the half-dead, and continue your trek towards Lugrieve. If I could have somebody else make a luck check, just roll a d20.
It's me last. He said I can't go again.
15.
Oh, wow.
Which is luckier than 1, which is what I expected.
Your travel back to Lugrieve is blessed by good weather and is expedient, faster than you anticipated. Didn't take you as long to get there from the Everrain because the Everrain was already kind of on the way up to Greytown, so it was really just kind of a hard turn to the east before you come upon the southern gate of Lugrieve, where you exited before. And as you re-enter,
You were saying.
you can hear once again the lapping waves against the shore of the Scarlet Coast, and you enter the beautiful city of Lugrieve, made from this ruby sandstone and white plaster, this kind of lovely monochrome city of splendor. And as you all enter, where are you headed first?
I guess we have to deliver a bit of bad news.
Yes. Everyone that we talked to about these things were all at the something about
dewdrop
a mouth.
thing.
Yeah. There you go.
The something mouse.
Snake mouth.
about a mouth.
Snake mouth. The dewdrop fang. Yes.
Yeah.
Snake mouth.
And maybe we'll find the wind splitters there if they're in town. And
Right.
we can speak with them.
That'd be lucky.
All right. So, once again, following the curved streets of Lugrieve, you come to that strip of eclectic businesses with distinct storefronts. You see the bubbles ever pouring out from Killian's concoctions. You pass by the leather facade of Thavas scales and make your way into the dire snake's mouth that leads into the Dewdrop Fang. Inside, you see a familiar bartender standing behind the bar, the canid African wild dog with the big spoon ears and kind of mixed black, tan, and white fur. He turns and nods to all of you as you come inside. Hello there, welcome back. Can I get you anything to drink today? Food, maybe?
With what we're about to do, could we get a round of shots?
Right, what are you shooting?
What's strong?
Whiskey.
Strong.
Whiskey, strong?
Whiskey, and
Right.
I'd like 2 ales as well. And what's your special?
whiskey, 2 ales. Right now we're on a lunch special of garden salad and club sandwich.
I'll take it.
Perfect. Altogether, 4 shots, 2 ales, and...
4 ales, that is. I'm following this one.
Right, 4 shots, 4 ales, and the special for the day.
Put another shot.
Perfect, 5 shots. It's going to bring us out to 4 gold.
Sure, I put 6 on the table.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. I'll get all that out right to you. If you just want to... right. Turns... that was me. I don't know what happened to my brain.
You forgot how to bartend for
Yeah,
a second.
yeah, it's been so long. He turns and begins pouring your ales and your shots, hands those out to all of you, collects the money, thanks you for the tip. We'll bring the food right out to your table.
Wonderful. I want to look around and see if I see Silver Tusk or the secret guy that used to be married to Flasham,
Okay, make a perception check.
and also the Wind Splitters. I'm looking for everybody.
Yeah.
23.
23.
The gang's all here.
That's how dice rolls work.
They just appear and
You know, I was busy, and then I wasn't, and I had to come to the bar. It was wild.
You do see, where did his name go? He has a name and it exists. You do see Balafar Chant, the tiefling with the kind of 4-point antlers, seated at a table alone once again. Various other groups of adventurers and people looking to have some contracts taken are seated around as well. At the moment, you don't spot Xander Silvertusk, but you do see Balafar.
Okay.
He's got kind of his back to you, but you recognize his silhouette with the antlers.
If y'all want to find a table, I can talk to Balvar.
Do you want this fabric?
Yes. You found a satchel of some sort as well. Or were you going to hold on to that?
Right, yeah. And I'll hand that over. The
Okay.
good smelling satchel.
You approach Balafar's table.
Mm-hmm.
He looks up. Oh, hello. It's good to see you again. Please, have a seat. He's going to make a quick insight check.
Oh no.
You might have noticed.
How goes the search?
Well, you'll notice that he's not with us.
Right?
But we have news.
Wonderful.
Which
wonderful.
is-
That was within our contract.
We found this in the Trollvein ruins. There was a bit of blood there. We fought some sort of meatball beast and did our best to follow the tracks. We found our way to what seems to have been a Silver Stake hideout where they would...
As you're talking, he just kind of like slowly reaches out and takes the piece of cloth and picks it up and it doesn't like but he just kind of like takes it and holds it close. I'm sorry. Right. Thank you for the information and for completing your contract. As promised, your items. He pulls a little satchel out. It looks similar to your bags of holding that each of you have, except for Aurora, I think, but a little bit smaller. He reaches in and pulls out a small mirror, a folded bit of black cloth that he sets on the table, and a little silver rod that has a little button on the center, and places them all in front of you. I'll be honest, I had hoped for better.
Yes, we had too. We were just a bit too late. But we do know who's to blame.
Right, and you said something about the silver stake.
Yes.
Right. I'm sorry, would you excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
And he kind of like stands up, stumbles a bit on his chair, turns and kind of like stands up, takes a deep breath and collects himself, and walks towards the stairwell. He notices all of you at the table slightly behind and kind of like nods to you as he goes. No insight checks needed. His face is quickly becoming flushed as he rushes upstairs to his room to be out of public.
Take one of the shots.
Okay, same.
You said there was a silver rod with a button, a folded black cloth.
Yeah. These are all in your contract.
mirror.
You know what these are. You have a mirror of the past, a portable hole, and an immovable rod. All of those are items in D&D Beyond that you guys can disperse amongst yourselves however you see fit.
Portable hole is what they called me in college. No.
And on that somber note, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back in about 20 minutes, but don't go away because we have a giveaway.
A giveaway.
That we're going to be announcing. So,
They did it again.
to enter for your chance to win the More Fun Comics and Games Minis giveaway, you need to type the word patience into chat. That's patience. Patience. I'm pretty sure I spelled that correctly. Patience.
Patience.
Those were letters.
If I didn't, Moobot, it's in the chat now, and you can see what you need to type to enter for your chance to win. We will announce the winner when we come back. We'll be back here in 20 minutes. We'll see you all then. Don't go anywhere.
Don't do it.
Oh.
No one leave. Swear to God.
I'm gonna go somewhere.
Where the fuck are you going?
Bathrooms only.
I'm gonna make
And snacks.
tea. This
I want
voice
snacks.
is difficult today.
Ryan, push the button! I really hope that was it.
Yep,
I really
it was.
It was me just screaming, Robbie, push the button.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Oh,
I assume.
maybe. Are we live?
Assume away.
Yeah, we're there. We're there. Before we hop back into tonight's game, we've got a giveaway to announce.
A giveaway.
Yes, a mini giveaway from our
giveaway.
sponsor, More Fun Comics and Games, who we appreciate very much, and they gifted us these lovely minis to give to
Yeah.
you.
The ones that I'm holding, not the ones that are on the slideshow. These.
While I'm vamping and stalling for time, you guys can go ahead and keep entering the word patience in the chat, PATIENCE, for your chance to enter to win the minis.
Oh, no.
Do it just like Moobot
Does
says.
it
Wasp.
smell like more
And
fun and
go
games?
to our about section and click on the Gilded Rogue, a brand new apparel and home goods D&D shop.
And
That's
a good friend of ours,
a good
actually.
friend of ours.
The sweetest human.
The sweetest.
And go check
human.
out their Instagram. There's a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just click on the link.
Just click it.
Just
Click it.
fucking do it. Do it already.
At
Sign the
Gilded
papers,
Rogue.
Deborah.
We dare you. The winner of the More Fun Comics and Games minis giveaway is
We have one.
a Dark Phoenix Born.
I always knew you could do
Oh,
it.
sorry, microphone. Congratulations, Dark Phoenix. I don't know what's happening. Congratulations to you, Dark Phoenix Born, on your win. We've got your information. We will get those sent to you at the end of the month, as promised. Congratulations on your win, which brings me to the next thing that I probably should have been thinking about when I was stalling for time just now, which is there's another giveaway tonight.
Oh my god.
Because we're giving away some Fantasy Forge dice. The Aberrant Sky dice set, swirling blue through sparkling fields of clear resin. And it comes with a jumbo D20. In addition to a normal-sized one.
Whoa.
And this is also round 2 of trying this out, just to let us know how you like it, if you win or if you don't win, or if you want to win. Let us know how you like it. We're doing this once again where you get to choose what color you want the numbers to be inked. That can be any metallic, any color, anything that your heart desires can be yours. This is the FF Dice giveaway as I create it live
Yeah, there you go.
on stream.
Right now.
Create it.
Yeah.
Do it. I bet you won't.
The keyword that you must enter in the chat
You
to
must.
be eligible to win. Also, to be eligible to win, you've got to be a follower of the channel. So click the heart if you haven't already. It
You
makes
have
us
to
feel
do
good,
it.
and it makes you feel good when you win things.
So we post the dice in the Discord? Is there like a photo of the dice that we can throw
There's
in
a
the Discord?
video. I'll throw it in there.
I can make it happen real quick. Keep
Thank
doing
you.
that.
Beautiful. So, to enter for your chance to win the Aberrant Sky Fantasy Forge dice, type the word whale in the chat.
Well,
Whale.
Well,
That's whale. WHALE.
Well.
Whale. We will announce the winner of the Fantasy Forge dice giveaway at the end of the stream, so stick around. You don't want to miss it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
and just get into our about section and click on the Gilded Rogue. Just really check it out, though. It is like locally sourced to some extent. D&D merch stuff that is adjacent.
And
You
it's,
should do it.
yeah, super rad. Sometimes you need a Tums.
Sometimes.
I don't know why I thought you had a gummy worm.
I should get conditioned Tums. It's little wafers that are like, oh, you're stunned.
Oh, also before we hop back in, a few lovely, beautiful people that I want to shout out.
Oh.
Thank you so much, WeFirm, for gifting 2 mystery subs.
Wow.
And congratulations to BlackEXE and our very own SD Zook on your subs that you were mysteriously gifted.
Thanks.
Big shout out to 11-day-old Big shout out to 11-day-old Kobold for resubscribing for 4 months. They said, I almost missed the beginning. We're glad that you made it in time.
Yeah.
We stalled just for you.
Yeah,
That was the only reason.
that's the only reason.
Nothing else happened.
And a big shout out to Dinner and a Game Show who cheered. 500 bits says,
Whoa.
sorry I'm so late. What did I miss? JK, we'll catch the VOD.
A lot.
Best catch that VOD. You're going to catch these hands.
And as of 20 minutes ago, shout out to The Busta
What?
for following.
Hey.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, Busta.
Thank you so much.
This is the worst.
It's spelled TheBustah.
No, for sure. I'm
The
just like,
Busta.
The
Yeah.
Busta.
Just say like everyone's name is like
No,
big shout out to I hate myself.
Best of times, it was The Busta Rhymes.
The coming.
Anyway, we've got a game to
I
play.
mean, we have to.
Yeah, we have to have this.
So, you all find yourselves once again back in Lugrieve, inside the Dewdrop Fang. You've just broken some sad bad news to Valafar Chant that his ex-husband, who had gone missing, Amir Flasham, is dead. He
Burnt to a crisp.
Well,
he went up to his room to mourn in private, and the rest of you find yourselves drinking.
yes, maybe keep an eye out for our Tusk friend. I might go check on him.
What should I do with these things? There were from the contract.
You see Cholula has a mirror, a folded bit of black cloth, and a little rod. Silverish rod.
What do we know about them?
I mean, an immovable rod, a portable hole, which I think is this one, and a mirror of the past. I don't know what any of them do. I imagine you can't move the rod.
Can I?
If you push the button, maybe?
Can I see the mirror?
Sure.
Would you guys like to take some time to hang out with these weapons, take a short rest, chill,
Yeah,
figure
we're
out what they do?
drinking.
Vibe.
Wonderful. Who's got what? As of right now.
I currently
You've got the
have
mirror.
The mirror.
All right, we'll start there while the rest of you figure out what you're holding. This is a mirror of the past, which again is in D&D Beyond if you want to add it to your inventory, or if you guys want to hold off and wait to see who wants
Just in
it.
case Tracy's.
Yeah. The holder of this platinum hand mirror can learn something about the history of a specific object or creature by taking an action to gaze into the mirror and think of the target. Instead of the holder's reflection, the mirror represents scenes from the target's past. Information conveyed is accurate, but is random and cryptic, and presented in no particular order. Once it's activated, the mirror gives its information for 1 minute or less, then turns to normal, and it can't be used again until the next dawn. So once a day, you can think about something and learn about something, cryptically.
So we all just PvP for that, right? That's
Roll
like
initiative.
Pretty... I leap across the table and beat the shit out of her.
That's fine.
Damn.
I'll just go ahead
figured.
and read through all of these for you guys. And you can figure out who has what. Portable hole. This one's a little bit lengthy, so stay with me.
Okay.
I'll do my best to read aloud in front of the
Put my
camera.
focus pants on.
This fine black cloth, soft as silk, is folded up in the dimensions of a handkerchief. It unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. You can use an action to unfold a portable hole and place it on or against a solid surface, whereupon the portable hole creates an extra-dimensional hole 10 feet deep. The cylindrical space within the hole exists on a different plane, so it can't be used to create open passages. Any creature inside an open portable hole can exit the hole by climbing out of it. You can use an action to close a portable hole by taking a hold of the edges of the cloth and folding it up. Folding the cloth closes the hole, and any creatures or objects within remain in the extra-dimensional space. No matter what's in it, the hole weighs next to nothing, similar to a bag of holding. If the hole is folded up, a creature within the hole's extra-dimensional space can use an action to make a DC 10 strength check. On a successful check, the creature forces its way out and appears within 5 feet of the portable hole or the creature carrying it. A breathing creature within a closed portable hole can survive for up to 10 minutes, at which time it begins to suffocate.
Hi.
Placing a portable hole inside an extra-dimensional space created by a bag of holding, handy haversack, or similar item instantly destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane.
Ooh.
The gate originates where the one item was placed inside the other, and any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it and deposited in a random location on the astral plane. The gate then closes. The gate is one way and can't be reopened, so don't put it in your bag of holding.
Okay.
Can it be in there folded?
No.
No.
They cannot cross each other's thresholds, or shit goes down. A movable rod. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's a flat iron rod with a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod...
Sick.
I'm trying to go fast. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place. Until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again, the rod doesn't move, even if it is defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall, and a creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success. In the future, you guys can just read these things, and we'll keep moving, because that took longer than I anticipated.
I think it's fine. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks. So you guys can decide who gets what, or if somebody wants to just hog all that shit. I don't care.
I mean, I can't imagine if one of us wanted to use one of the things, the others would
Sure.
keep it, right?
Yeah, as long as we're close to each other.
Yeah. I will just warn you, I'm really nosy, so I may. If you want to use the mirror that day, I think you should tell me, like, as soon as we wake up.
I mean, I would like to spend some time with the mirror at some point.
Yeah.
I'll just put that out there. Reservation, if you will.
Do I know if I have to attune to this item before I use it?
That is a great question. I don't think none of these items require attunement, no.
Sick. Okay. Yeah.
However, the mirror does only have one charge per day.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you're done, weeks from now or whatever.
No, listen, it's more so like if I see something interesting and I want to know about it and I'm going to use it, I'm going to let everyone know I'm going to use it. So, like, if no one has any other plans, it's chill.
Yeah. Maybe if you haven't used it in a day, I'll save it for the evening.
No, I think you should take it tonight. You just give it back to me tomorrow. I mean, I have...
Yeah, special for you. There you are. Enjoy.
Thank
Anything else I can get for you guys while you're here? Starting to thin out a bit, so don't mind doing table service.
Take another ale.
Could I actually
probably do the
get
same.
water? And Aurora sort of just like pushes the shot and ale gently away.
Absolutely. I'll get that water right out for you.
Thanks. Actually, do you have juice?
We've got cactus juice.
No, never mind.
You know what room, what was his name? That
Balafar.
Yes?
Yes.
You know what room Balafar is in?
Yeah, he's staying upstairs. Who's asking?
I am. I just wanted to check on him. We've kind of giving him some bad news.
Make a persuasion check.
Is that rolled in my favor there, right at the end.
Oh, baby cat.
Cat, hit those kitty cat, hit those lolly emotes in the chat.
Yeah.
They're there.
Let us know that they're there.
Lolly, you have your own emote. He doesn't have any pants.
15 flat.
She doesn't even
15?
know what an emote is.
Well, normally I wouldn't divulge any information about another patron staying within the Dewdrop thing, as a bit of
Security, yes.
trust among parties.
Yeah.
But I know that you were the ones that took his contract, and nobody else was stepping up to do so. So, yeah, he's upstairs, 3A.
Thank you.
Of course. And again, let me know if you guys need anything. And Coda heads back behind the bar.
Just, make a ruckus if it goes to shit.
A
And I'll
ruckus.
take my shot and walk up there.
All right. What are the rest of you up to as Silas heads to have a private conversation with Mr. Chant?
Okay, so
I ate this sandwich. How is it? What kind of dressing came with the
Is the
salad?
performance check on your end?
Yeah.
Hell
with
yeah.
advantage. That's a nat fucking 20. It's the best sandwich you've ever eaten.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It is a gorgeous club sandwich. Ham and turkey, layered, 3 slices of bread. So you've got the kind of like top and bottom bun appear to be some sort of ciabatta that's been just toasted on the underside, and then white bread that's been toasted on both sides in the center. Just a cacophony of delicious flavors: tomato, lettuce, ham, turkey, mustard,
Pesto.
all working together, and you're reaping the benefits.
And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Do you want a bite of this? This is
sure. Are you okay?
I want.
You see
I
her
will-
pupils are like,
I will.
she's like
reach-
half shifted.
I'll just kind of like lean my body over and take a bite of sandwich and lean back.
Yeah, I'm not letting it go. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No,
Okay.
I'm okay.
That's a good sandwich. I wash it down with my shot. Okay.
That's your third shot, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
You're the one who says she's small all the time.
I'm small.
Word.
That is a 26.
Sick. Jesus.
Yeah, it's not even working yet.
Okay, we have a rod and a hole.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Quite frankly, actually, I blame you for giving her food. You gave her this.
This
You
These
put
people-
it down on the table for her.
These people love balls.
this section brought to you by Sport Clips.
What have I done?
I'm just a person.
We've got a rod in a hole and a mirror of memories.
I'll never forget this.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's going on the list.
Please continue.
Hi, I'm Rod Holt.
Yep.
Adults.
So you've got a rod and a hole.
You can say it.
Who wants them?
Seems like they were made for each other, but
I deserve better than the things that happened to me here.
I'll hold on to whichever one you would least like.
I'm just gonna slide over the portable hole and I take the immovable rod, I put it in my bag, and I say no more words with my mouth, which is evil.
yeah.
Deep breaths.
Another round of drinks is brought with the water as well for Aurora.
Sorry.
Should we stay here for the night?
That's probably a good idea. I don't know if it's a great idea to head out now.
They said something about the rooms being interesting, didn't they? We didn't stay in them last time. I'd like to see what that's all about. Yeah.
That's a good point.
When he comes back, I'm gonna try to, like, when he's dropping off the drinks, I'll ask about a room.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 5 silver a night.
Alright. Is that enough for all of us to be in the same room? Do you have rooms that big?
Well, we don't have any rooms that bed individually full. But we do have doubles, and if you don't mind sharing.
I don't mind.
It doesn't bother me.
All right. 1 double, king size.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Lovely.
You can sleep next to your dad.
Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm.
Who's gonna sleep outside?
Right, you
Is
pay the
it
man.
still 4 silver?
You two don't
Yes.
know each other very well. You should spend the night getting to know each other.
It's a flat rate, mostly based on, just preference of whoever's doing the sleeping. But yeah, we like to have, offers for folks of all sizes.
I'm gonna give him a gold piece.
Oh, thank you very kindly.
And thank you.
And seeing as I'm the sole proprietor and worker here, if you change your mind and you want that tip to go over to another night, feel free. Cheers. He pockets it and heads back behind the bar.
We're bunking together.
Alright.
Great. By the way, I have to run by the potion place. It's nearby, right?
I'd love to go back there again. The boat
Yeah.
place.
It's got bubbles.
Bubble Palace. That's what I call it. It's Killian's concoctions.
Do you know when they close?
I have no idea. I'd also like to swing by the armory. If possible.
Maybe when Silas gets back?
Yeah.
Speaking of, our vision shifts upstairs through the
Open
floor.
the fucking door!
Valvar's dead. We move up through the floorboards to the second story, where Silas, you approach room 3A or 3B, whatever I said.
Hey,
3A.
I'll give kind of a light knock to start.
Make a perception check.
11!
11 is high enough.
Yay.
You hear through the door, just a moment. And a couple of moments pass, and you hear a lock being undone, and the door kind of cracks at first, and you see Valafar peeking through. Oh, hello. His eyes are kind of like puffy, but he's pulled himself together for the time being.
Hey, I was, just coming to check on you. It's kind of useless hiding it, I think, at this point.
Yeah. I mean, no one wants to see that, but, we'd been separated for some time, but...
Could I come in, maybe, for this kind of... Yeah,
Yes,
just kind of out in the
please,
hallway.
please,
Yeah,
join
sorry.
me. And he opens the door, you go, and he closes it behind you. And pretty nice room. You are the first among your group to see that the rooms here, the beds are rather large and circular. And he kind of like steps over and, and he walks over and kind of like has a seat on the bed. There are also various, there's like a little desk set up with a chair in it as well, and a chair by a window that has the curtains currently drawn. We had been separated for some time, but that doesn't make it any easier. You know, you can wish all number of terrible things on someone, but deep down, it doesn't change how you really feel. I'm sorry to unload on you. Was there something else that you needed?
No, it was precisely why I was here. I figured people don't really want to associate themselves with you, and I figured you needed someone to talk to.
I appreciate it. Well, honestly now, I don't really have anything tethering me to Lugrieve.
You mentioned wishing something on someone?
Right, well, you know how it is. Lovers' quarrels and separations. Do you have any exes?
No.
You're a lucky man. As is with all things, at first there's sometimes guilt, sometimes anger, and I can't tell you how many times I've summoned a scenario into my mind of him being caught in a trap out in the wilds, or having a run-in, but nothing I would ever say aloud. And
I haven't my exes, but I've had my quarrels, for sure. Something you would desire. Maybe harm wished upon them. Doesn't feel good.
those who did it?
No, just in that moment, you think, I wish something bad would happen to them when you're angry at them.
Right.
You ever go wishing for longer than you felt comfortable?
Did you say fishing? Sorry,
Wishing.
wishing. Sorry, my table made a sound right when you were talking. I was like,
Did you ever
fishing.
go fishing for? It was like too long.
We cut back to the table. Told you guys, Silas is dad through and through. Something that...
It was a fleeting glance. Are you?
But it was something you really wanted to happen, though, right? I hate that feeling.
I guess you could say it that way. Deep down, there was always a part of me that knew. I blinded myself to the part of me that worried, and intrusive thoughts will be what they will. But he was so talented, I never imagined something like this. And I think the two of you probably just kind of share a moment of silence. Not awkward silence, just acknowledgement that your presence in this moment is enough. Sorry, I don't want to keep you from your friends. Thank you for putting yourselves in harm's way and getting the information that you did.
That's what we do.
I think I'll likely find myself in Galadorn. No reason to stay here now.
Right.
Fewer memories there. But if you're ever in town, look me up.
For sure. Just stay safe.
Of course. You as well. He kind of walks you to the door, opens, and you say your goodbyes. And you definitely hear, with your passive perception, faint sobs as you exit, or rather as you step away from the closed door. But you get the sense that, ill-timed as it may have been, or ill-timed as things may have been in the last couple of days, felt good to do a little bit of good.
Yeah, but that's not what Silas does, though, is it? When he mentioned that he wished harm on him, does his demeanor change at all?
Make an insight check.
Shit. It's fine. I rolled a 2. My insight pushes that to a whopping 8.
You get the sense that he felt guilty for having ever had those thoughts. But you don't get the sense that he feels guilty for partaking in the murder of a man.
For sure. Okay.
All right. After a couple of minutes, Silas rejoins you all at your table downstairs.
Have that as a sandwich.
I'd rather have a drink, but that looks very good.
It's very good.
Is the bar within like eye range? Can I like hold up a shot glass and go like?
Coda nods, begins pouring 2 shots.
I take a bite of this sandwich. I could hold it. You don't have to.
The sandwich will get you a
You
little
couldn't.
drunk. It's that good.
Okay.
Try.
I will bite the sandwich. Could we just look away maybe or something?
You bite the sandwich.
I bite the sandwich.
What a
But I
phrase.
don't eat it yet.
Instinctually, you you go to bite the sandwich and just savor it, but your body is so overwhelmed with the delicious fresh flavors of this freshly baked bread on turkey and ham that were probably slaughtered this morning, and swallowing it all down with fresh produce, it disappears into your stomach before your brain even knows that you meant to swallow.
It's just a sandwich.
It's
What?
the best fucking sandwich anyone's ever made. I don't know if I can stress this enough.
There's nothing like special about it.
It was
It's not
just
like special mustard.
It was just a natural 20 on a sandwich.
Yeah.
I get to celebrate my 20s too, you guys.
It's just funny that it came up for sandwich.
After all, it's just a sandwich.
I
Why
would
shouldn't
rather
have
be
it?
sandwiched than fucking an attack roll.
That's true.
Is it my
I left
pet
mine.
or-
It's mine.
The shots are right.
Yes.
Slide one over.
I had to. I wanted to comfort him, but I had to make sure that the Fae wasn't involved. Am I going insane?
It seemed like a more of a silver stake kind of situation.
Right, but no one made Castellanto rich. The Fae didn't just hand him riches and position. That it came about.
I get what you're after, but he was doing work that would obviously attract the silver stake eventually.
Yeah. Just evading
Got
my
it.
thoughts. Rip it and rip it, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking great.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you
Fucking
frog?
rip it. We got 2 motes for that shit.
I
It's
frog.
the last time I'm going to mention emotes during the stream.
I clink my shot glass against his and take a shot.
Some of us have some shopping to do.
Oh, yes, we were speaking about the Bubble Palace and the Armory.
You were speaking about it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
About going to
About adventuring into those shops.
When you say the armory,
How much of the sandwich
are you
is she-
referring to Bloodbath and Beyond?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure there wasn't some place called the Armory that I didn't know about.
No. I just don't remember. I didn't remember. She doesn't have any pants.
Yeah, I could go along. Yeah, sure.
Wonderful.
All right.
Who's going where? The Armory and Bubble place.
Bubble Palace. I figured we'd all go together.
Yeah, they're fairly near to each other. They're all in this kind of same strip.
Yeah, fine.
All right. So, you two are headed to... You're all headed to the same places with
Yeah.
each other. All right. Where would you like to go first? Killian's Concoctions or Bloodbath and Beyond?
Which one is closer?
Equidistant.
Let's go. to
You're
Bubble
kind of in
Palace.
like the town square, and they're just kind of sprinkled about.
Killian's concoctions,
Bubble
please.
Wonderful. You step into Killian's Concoctions yet again through the field of iridescent bubbles, and are once again greeted with the warm smell of cinnamon and ginger as you see at this point, getting a little bit later in the day, but still business hours. There's a few people looking around at the various table displays. Killian is hard at work, the hairless tabaxi behind the counter, mashing potions and selling potions all at the same time. As you enter, there's a little bell that rings above the door and grabs Killian's attention, who looks over.
Oh, yes. Your potions are ready.
And he gets these 2 little vials out and places them on the counter.
I believe they were bought and paid for, so they're all yours. And thank you again for your help a couple of days back with that burglar.
Yes.
It's much appreciated.
No problem.
Killian? Mr. Killian?
Killian is fine, or Mr. Brax.
Brax?
Brax.
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 Hi, it's
Hello.
nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
I need restoration potions.
Ah, lesser or greater?
Greater, if you can.
I can. It will take me some time. The better part of 5 days. Is this agreeable? I'm not in stock currently.
Yeah, we might not be here when they're done.
I can hold them on layaway for you if you would like.
Can we have 2?
Of course.
Actually, I have a question. If somebody is afflicted by 2 things, will one solve both?
In most cases, yes.
Oh, then I only need 1.
Perfect.
Make it 2.
Might as well.
All right. Always handy to have on you, just in case.
We get up to some shit.
Of course, if you're going to be traveling in the wilds.
3 even. Odd, but 3. 3's fine.
3. All right.
And do you happen to have any healing potions around?
Actually, yeah. How much are your healing potions?
I do have a couple in stock.
1 minute while I look up the pricing.
For 3 greater restoration potions, that's going to come out to 2,500 gold pieces.
Easy.
And I have...
He shuffles through a bit.
Yes. These 3 healing potions that I can part with for 50 gold pieces each.
I pass 2,550 gold pieces.
Okay,
In
so
a
you're getting.
bag.
So you're purchasing the 3 greater restorations and 1 healing potion.
Then I'll hand over another 50.
Can I get the 3rd?
Absolutely.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. Is there anything else I can help you with? Anything that you would like commissioned?
I don't even know what the options are.
Right, yes. I'd like to know what you're capable of, maybe.
Any number of things. If you just want to let me know specifically what it is you're looking for, if you'd like to have a look around my wares, I have a couple of displays.
I'm gonna look around.
Perfect. Make an investigation check.
13.
13. You do see a table of populated mostly by lesser restoration potions. There are a couple of displays of protection from good and evil of varying types, be it fey, fiend, celestial, or undead. Different colors for different things. And yeah, mostly just kind of a lot of... there are a couple of potions of levitation, a couple of potions of haste as well. That's about it.
I got a 15, so I'll just follow that.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's on display.
I'll grab one of the potions of haste
All right.
and one of the lesser restoration potions.
All right.
I'll do the same.
That comes out to 110 gold pieces for each of you.
110 gold pieces.
Yes.
To the gold.
Sometimes you just got shot.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
We really haven't. Like, we just got into 4 different missions at once and didn't really do
Yeah,
anything
we
to
got
prepare.
this vault of dragons, and we're like, let's go camping and do stuff.
We started out as city kids, and now we're out here in this weird old tiny place.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that you guys are fucking loaded.
No, it's not.
I
Every
did.
time I look at my inventory, I go, ooh.
I forgot y'all had money like that. I was too busy dying.
In money.
Yeah. Amongst money. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Do you have anything that could... You have anything that could alter someone's way of thinking? Intention? I feel a bit criminal for even asking, but it's not for as nefarious reasons as you would imagine.
Right. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
This is a +0, everybody. Wow, a 5 and a 6. Let's go outside and burn these dice.
Don't burn
That
those
would be
dice.
very toxic.
Huff it.
Huff it. Huff the dice.
Don't. I'm joking. Don't do it.
Unfortunately, that's a little bit beyond my capabilities currently, and saying this as a friend, and very, very dangerous thing to keep on hand. You see, the production and sale of potions is a bit of a double-edged sword, as well as carrying potions, because yes, you've got bags of holding and extra-dimensional things that you can store away your items in, but there are some crafty cut purses out there, and the downside to potions is that whomever wields them gains their benefits. So, maybe just keep an inventory of things for safety, especially if you're going to be carrying things like that around. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I'm okay.
Thank you.
Perfect, lovely. Have a wonderful evening. He goes back to doing all of his potion stuff.
That's the DM we know and love.
He continues grinding in a mortar and pestle and taking little droplets out of vials and dripping them into the other various glass tubes of his very intricate alchemy set that he has on his countertop.
That's the one in the app. You'll have to write down the other one.
Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah.
All right.
She stepped on the screen, and now it's different. It looks different. I don't know what happened.
Hey, my cat does that all the time and ruins my Photoshop documents.
Oh, I thought she was my cat. Suddenly she's your cat.
She can be yours. That's fine.
She's our nightmare.
It's going to be Heaven's cat.
That's gonna be an heirloom.
No! I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
mean
she's
for it to be weird.
She's gonna outlive us. She's like 14. It's
Give me her
ridiculous.
cat.
She's 16.
Give me
She's
her
16
cat.
and sprightly as ever.
I will trade you an 18-year-old.
Nope.
Sold.
No more animals.
An 18-year-old boy. We need to send him to college.
That feels weird.
He's our son now.
Where would I get a child?
So you
But
guys head
that's
down the
beyond.
street
Yeah.
to a shabby wooden building that doesn't quite match the elaborate facades of all of the others on the strip. And with a red painted sign that says Bloodbath and Beyond, you step inside. Standing there behind the counter, you see the familiar human man.
Some guy.
Just a dude.
Oh, hello again. Here to clear me out on rape views.
Not this time.
Oh, right.
But I am gonna go look around if we're here again.
And Aurora just zims.
Lovely. Well, what can I do for the rest of you?
I'm looking for some armor or some improvements on the armor I currently have.
Oh,
Just a little bit more sturdiness.
well, if you're comfortable dropping your armor off, I can work a little magic. Not actual magic, I should specify. I do not work actual magic. But I can work my smithing magic over it over the next 5 or so days.
God
get
dang.
something nice back to you. Or, if you like, you can take a look at what we got in stock. But I'll go ahead and tell you, as I have to tell everyone, we do not carry magical items here. Purely practical, regular stuff.
And the only place that would is impenetrable. Right. Well, I'll take a look around and see what you got.
Right. Do let me know. He has anything available that would be in like the player's handbook.
Yeah.
So your standard scaled armor, or scale mail, leather armor, studded leather, hide, all that stuff.
Yeah. Alright.
Darts. These are dull. I need some more. Probably 20.
Right, 20 darts. Comes out of 10 gold pieces.
Thank you, sir.
And there you are. Enjoy. Find anything that suits your fancy.
Not anything that I can afford right now.
What
But-
do you want?
What do you want? Come on, bring it to the counter. Anything except things that you can't carry, of course.
Aurora sort of like pulls this dagger that she had behind her back and puts it on the counter.
I really like this one.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Of course, 5 silver.
Yeah, I slide over 5 silver.
Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Enjoy your dagger.
Okay.
Anything else I can get any of you?
Do you do silvering here, by chance?
I can, yeah.
Would that be a process that would be more than a night?
It would take overnight. I don't really have anything backed up in my to-do list, so I'll handle that overnight for you. I would need you to provide the silver, though.
I might need to do a bit of conversion, unless the DM sees that I might not have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Essentially, you're paying a certain price, and that, like, a portion of that payment is the silver that is
I don't know
used.
if I was like, there's the silver, here's the price.
I'll
Yeah.
put the serrated blade on the counter.
You want this
Silver
one
that?
silver, then? Oh, yeah.
How much?
It's going to be mighty dangerous. It comes out to 30 gold. Takes quite a bit of silver.
Sure.
What about this? I put down my like roasting spit.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's as easy as dipping it in silver.
The only thing pre-silvered, a straight blade, short sword.
I don't, unfortunately.
I like this one.
But I
think it was-
see you're wearing one of my make. I could
Yeah.
silver that for you if you
The
like.
skull's a bit much, right? It's not really fitting my...
I thought it fit.
I thought the skull looked cool.
It looks...
I agreed with her.
It looks nice with your little lapel flower.
It's a branch. Yeah, we'll just silver this one then. Fine.
Right. Well,
Do you want anything silvered?
I'm why would be silvered one?
what makes it equivalent to being a magical item? You know, certain things that a regular sword wouldn't hit when coated with silver take more damage than they would otherwise.
We've been burned by it before. Not physically.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, that
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
weird. That would explain the shadows.
If the two of you want to mark off 30 gold pieces.
Yes.
Aurora sort of pulls that dagger that was just purchased for her back out and puts it on the counter.
Right, can do. I will have all of this ready for you in the morning. I'm going to get right to work on that. Later. Thanks for
Bye.
doing a purchase at Bloodbath and Beyond. And I hope to do some sales again.
Cholula, did you find any armor?
Maybe a jingle next time.
No, I think
Jingle.
I might just try and
Blood.
see if I can make some
Bath and
improvements while we're on the
Beyond.
road.
Yeah.
I don't want to be without, you know.
That's fair.
Worth a try.
What's your
It works with everything.
armor?
It does.
How weak would you
16.
be? Oh, never mind.
Are we
If it were
outside?
lower, I could help.
Yeah, you guys have exited the shop at this point.
Do you have a bag on you?
Yeah.
Something that carries? Is it
Well, I have to because of the book.
Is it tangible? It has a limit to it.
Yeah.
Might need to fix that.
Earl?
I would like for you to feel financially comfortable, and I'd like to be more financially comfortable with purchasing things around you. Our last job was a bit of a shit show, but...
Oh, with your friend? Yeah, that's fair.
Right, but
That was hard.
I want you to be able to buy things while we're out and not be so sheepish about it.
Well, she gave me a little bit of money, so I have like 200 gold left. But I bought snacks and I bought a rapier.
Just let us know if you need anything. We're fine. It really isn't that big of a deal.
Whatever you want.
Really, whatever you want.
Well, I can't buy whatever I want. You guys can buy me whatever you want, and that seems a
It's
little.
all our money.
intrusive.
It just has to be
While
split.
they're talking, can I kind of be at the front, like nonchalantly, kind of leading them towards Blossoms? I just want to take a look.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
absolutely.
yeah, you do.
Make an investigation check.
What time of day is this?
We're getting into sunset now.
Okay.
The suspicious hour.
Suspicious.
When the cat's eyes widen.
You said an investigation.
Time to do crime.
15.
Time to crime.
15, you said?
Yeah.
Sure.
You see the black facade of the building. Let me get my description up so I can read it.
Get it? Ow.
Okay, God. Fuck.
Sam, you have to stop. You have to stop with your perverse sentences.
It wasn't about to be worse. That's what it pivoted to.
All I'm saying
That's what
is
it pivoted to.
no one chuckled when Cameron was talking about whether you swallow or not.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that did.
The back of the band bus.
I don't think that one was that bad.
It's the worst.
Once
It's okay, you
once
guys
we
are
cut,
together.
I'll tell you guys why I couldn't ask who wanted what item because a phrasing popped into my head that I couldn't
Is
say.
it
and
who
I
wants the
got
rock?
stuck.
Who wants
Yeah.
the hole?
No, it was worse.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Brilliant.
Just a description of feet? How much worse could it have been?
It was bad.
You see
I
you see a tall, narrow building that's kind of, again, like sandwiched between two others. Seems very like afterthought crammed in. Like there used to be an alleyway here and somebody capitalized on that. That's black with gold trim. There's no door, no windows. It's just a pretty sparse facade that looks fancy, but it's like a weird decorative piece.
And so just anything you want to buy, just make sure you just ask us. It's not
I
that
just
big
want
of
to
a...
knock on the building.
Yeah, if you do so. Seems solid.
Shaluda, you... What are you doing?
Just looking.
Right.
You guys waiting for Floshem too?
Around you see short sword in hand, this kind of very familiar
That's my sword.
basset hound canid.
You said you could have it.
That's my sword.
Brandish my...
You said you weren't gonna eat it. Y'all waiting for Floshem too?
Yeah, have you ever seen him open up the store?
Yeah, many times.
How does he do it?
He stands here, places some bones in a circle, says some words. Door comes up. We go in.
Do you know what kind of magic that is?
Make an Arcana check.
Guys, I mean, I could ask his ex-husband.
But doesn't it seem weird to be like, hey, sorry,
We're going to avenge this, I imagine.
but hey, get
17.
in.
17.
I mean,
Yeah, you are aware of a very particular higher level spell that this reminds you of. Something that you've read about but haven't had access to reading the spell itself. But you know that there is a certain spell that people can use to create some sort of magnificent mansion that they can build to their design inside. And you get the sense that this facade is probably exactly that, a facade. And that the magnificent mansion is where Flushing probably did business.
Without access to that spell, I don't think we're in. Honestly, to be honest, this could just be fake. And all of the makings, all of the inside.
Aurora,
created
you,
the spell.
you feel like breathy air as this basset hound canid is like awkwardly close to you, just like.
Yes?
Y'all smell like you know something.
No what?
Do you need anything, or is it possible for you to
Well,
just?
yeah, I need Flushing.
He's
He's
not
not.
around.
He's not gonna be coming back.
Turns, pulls his sword out and swings it around. Just like wanders off into the street.
I was this close to disarming him completely and taking my fucking sword back.
Yeah.
Tell him you can have
I know, but
Well,
that okay, right?
I was a
Yeah,
little
have a sword, completely
uncomfortable.
sane person.
He's not doing nothing.
I mean,
He's
oh.
waving it.
Yeah,
Look at
like-
him. He's
It's like sniffing me.
there's a
Though.
group of people
There's
approaching
a little
it.
kid crying.
He's
Quit your sniveling.
I love this character. I wish my character loved this character, but I love this.
I don't think we're getting in with that spell. We can listen. I know that deaths are hard, but maybe his ex-husband is the one who inherited all of this stuff. I don't know. Not without a spell, I can't get us in.
Alright. Well, I just thought I'd take a look.
I'm sorry.
So, what's the plan? Sleep here overnight and
Did you guys find lodging?
we're gonna stay at
by
the
room. We're bunking together, by the way.
Dewdrop thing.
Oh, okay, the dewdrop. That's good.
But stay the night and then tomorrow morning.
We should go to like that Crimson place, and I should tell Tusk about
right.
his friend.
Yes.
Then probably head out.
Yeah, and then I think we can head straight for Kalima. It's gonna be a couple of days, so we should probably get a head start on it as soon as we can.
Sure, yeah. Keep our ears out for missing people.
So you guys head back to the Dewdrop Fang for the night. You headed straight to your room. You're gonna have a couple more drinks.
I'm having a drink.
I'll have a couple.
Yes.
All
I'll
right.
sit with you guys.
We'll say for the night, if you guys just want to mark off collectively another 10 gold pieces.
I'll take 5.
All right.
Lose
Oh,
your
like,
five.
yeah, collectively.
As you make as merry as
I
you
got
can.
the tip, guys.
You make as merry as you can in light of the situation that you've all kind of come across and stumbled into since you arrived in Mistinor, or since you met the Mistwalkers. And what does the evening look like for most of you hanging out in the tavern? What's everybody kind of feeling in this moment? We'll start with Alma and work our way around.
I'm kind of just turning my wheels all night. We've got a lot going on, so I'm kind of just thinking. It's a lot of thinking, and then somebody will do something, haha, and she'll be like, "Oh, great! How are we gonna do this?" Just a lot of that.
Okay. What about Aurora?
A little bit anxious. She's not really great with confrontation, so I think going to go tell someone that their friend is dead is a little bit nerve-wracking for her. Also, trying to figure out like how they're going to get into a school. She remembers that there's at least one cloak that they have, maybe two. I think Silas has the other, but like, how do you break into a school and get information that you're pretty sure no one else wants you to have? And I guess trying to figure out a way to do that silently at the table.
All right. What about Cholula?
Cholula has anxiety about starting, like, actually heading towards Kalima the following day, but she's just, like, shoving it down with some alcohol. And I think I want to try this cactus juice.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I told y'all the next time we were
trying some too?
Oh yeah.
staying in a
Yeah,
town.
go for it. Well,
Silas follows all of the food that this one ever imbibes.
Yeah,
in.
before
Okay, I changed my
before
mind.
these
You can
rolls,
stay with Cholula. I'll take care of the adult child.
Okay.
Silas, what is Silas ruminating on before the proposal of cactus juice?
I'm
is
just
brought up?
sitting thinking about his conversation with Isagel, like Isagel, something.
Isogel.
Isagel. Just that. Yeah, just that there's that Genevieve's on the forefront of his mind, but like any little like side attractions are kind of like annoying,
All right.
not the forefront. Dog.
Having a snack. Cat snacks.
What?
Did you
Nothing.
just do what I think you just did?
Oh, she did.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, Constitution saving throws from the both of you.
saving.
Yep.
15. What happened to you?
I have to roll all the dice.
Oh.
So, both of you imbibe of the ether cactus juice.
What's it taste like?
It's kind of nice. It's a little floral, but it's kind of thin, like the same consistency as vodka or like a high proof alcohol, but it doesn't have that same burn. It's just kind of like a nice floral melony taste. That is melon-like, not the taste of a person.
It's kind of like an Amanda thing.
No,
though.
Melanie. It's like that.
Do you
I
guys
do know.
that- This is what cactus juice is. Do you guys know Melanie? That's what it's like. It's like Melanie. It's so nice.
You drink it. It's nice. Refreshing. Pretty chill. The night continues. About 20 minutes later, a light rain begins to fall outside. Some soft thunder, flashing of lightning in the distance. You are on the Sea of Squalls, of all places. And nobody within the pub seems to take any notice of the change in weather. Just kind of, business as usual in Blue Reef. You all continue kind of sitting quietly at a table together, but all kind of contemplating your own next steps. When suddenly there comes a crack of lightning from outside. The door kicks open. Stepping in, kind of stumbling through the doorway, is a figure. You guys are a little ways back. You just notice this kind of silhouetted figure. Pretty low light in here. The bar is mostly cleared out. It's getting pretty late in the evening. Around... I made myself a little day-night tracker. Probably around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Figure stumbles in. Coda looks over and he's like, "Oi, mate, looks like you've already had..." Oh my god, what is his voice? "Looks like you've already had a bit too much to drink there, friend." And The silhouette collapses onto the floor. He's like, bloody drunks. Walks over. Everybody make an insight check.
Okay.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Crack of lightning, fuck this shit. It's
It's actually just a trip you're having.
19.
18.
16?
I don't remember what we were looking for, but that's a fa.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
That's
20.
I just
So,
did single of those.
so 24.
all right. Silas, Alma, and Cholula, you all recognize that Coda's demeanor quickly goes from gotta get this fucking drunk out of here to oh shit, and he goes down and begins like you can't really see him from your table, but he like bends down and is doing something with this silhouetted figure. Aurora, your heart sinks once again as you all, I assume, go to investigate.
Yeah.
Get up and head that way. You turn around the corner just as Cressel is being flipped over of the Wind Splitters, the Cloud Genasi wizard. Lying there, deep puncture wounds in his shoulder and in his abdomen. Kind of looks up, this kind of like dark... what's the word that I'm looking for? Blue, but without desaturated. Sorry. I'm like looking at a Photoshop palette in my brain and can't say the words. This dark desaturated blue blood coming from his wounds, kind of out of his mouth. So he looks up, and Aurora, you can hear as with what breath he can muster, Coda's kind of like doing a medicine check.
Can I run over and do a cure wounds?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll hit points for that.
13.
13. Nice. He watches a lot of the wounds close, and he suddenly... Thank you. It's you. Problem. It's the stake.
Where?
South of here. Follow the tracks around. And Coda quickly comes over with some water, sets him up, brings him over to a chair with the help of whoever
Us.
would like to.
Yeah.
And there's not that many people in the bar still, those who are kind of like passed out in their various corners at their tables. You help him up into a chair, set him back. Oh, we followed that bastard, Astroloth. Followed him south. He was invisible for most of it, but eventually we got eyes on him again. He lost us. Hopped onto a cart, took off speeding away. But we followed them to west of Kalima. But they were waiting for us. They jumped us. Astroloth, in addition to a half-giant woman, rather large, a couple of men. I think they had been altered somehow. It was not like any race I'd ever experienced. Multiple arms on each of them, 4 and 5. They came out of nowhere. The others were dragged off. He kind of like pauses for a moment, looking down. You can tell he's ashamed, almost, as he looks down, kind of refusing to look at any of you in the eyes.
Hey, we need information.
Snap at him.
Just a second.
I wanted to go back for Roscoe, but he told me to come here. He told me to find help. They took them somewhere. They were headed towards... what's it called? Hang on, I actually need to look this up.
West of Kalima.
West of Kalima. They were headed towards Mindalith. Lake Mindalith.
Are you familiar? Mandalay.
Aurora, you are very familiar. Not necessarily because you've been there, but because everybody knows that Lake Mindalith is the lake that surrounds the island of Rovengul, which is where it is said that the weave enters Kavora.
That's where a weave phases through.
Island of what?
The island of Rovengul. That's
Could that be what we've been looking
R-O
for
with a little
anyway?
dash V-E-N-G-U with a little dash L. Rovengul.
Seems like they've all rendezvoused. How long ago were you with them?
A day. Maybe. I came back as quickly as I could. They blasted Zook out of the sky. I think he's dead. Roscoe was captured. They got Mishan as well. I wanted to go after them, but the captain gave me orders.
Yes, and you carried those orders out. Don't be feeling like you could have gone back in there on your own, okay?
Right. I can take you there. If you're willing to help me, I can't offer.
You should stay.
We have rooms. Could we take the night, or do you think it's more than that?
If we leave now, we might be able to do something.
But the state you're in, is there any way we can procure a cart or something that you can rest in while we move?
Coda looks over. Yeah, there's a rental service down the way, stables on the southern end. You can rent a cart. Probably run you 50 gold.
Do you have anyone that can run that errand for us?
Yeah.
I hand over 60 golds.
Make a persuasion check. All of you. This is going to be another. I'm going to average these.
Average. Damn, I really had to think about this. You guys-
No! What do you mean?
Wow. Well, that's right.
Fucking persuasive,
I
dude.
missed a hexagon, guys.
Yeah, 14.
18 for
12.
14
Oh.
plus 13 plus 12.
Whatever.
I mean, I rolled a 4.
3.
Yikes. Charismatic she is.
All right. This is a DC 11.75.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to call it a DC 12.
I'm sorry, guys.
So he needs to roll with Coda's insight. He needs to roll a 10 or higher, a 10 or higher, to trust all of you to watch his shop while he carries this out for you. Because again, Coda is the only person that works here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a 9.
As soon as I notice he wavers, I run out the door.
Okay. Right, looks like she's on it. Here, and he kind of goes and sets out all the water, or rather, sets out waters for each of you. I'm seeing pictures in my brain and I'm not describing them.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
tension.
he goes and he grabs waters, pours them, hands them to each of you. First to Cressel. Are you sure that you should be going out in the state that you're in? You've all been in here for quite a few hours drinking today.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And I pop open a lesser restoration. I think I could probably swing a night. You guys good?
I think I'm gonna run out after Alma. I don't want her to go by herself.
Okay, Cholula, you head out with your movement
That's a
speed.
friend.
With your movement speed, easy enough to catch up to Alma. Silas, as you're saying this, suddenly the room begins to stretch. You know that section of the Haunted Mansion attraction at a certain place?
You've already said bad words.
That's true. You know that room that gets gets longer?
No, I've never been.
It's
Like a funhouse mirror.
Yeah, it's like everything around you is stretching, and you're rising as you say this, and you hold this lesser restoration potion in your hand, and you see the colors begin to change and shift as everything around you stretches and swirls. Cholula, you bolt out the door, running after Alma, when suddenly the ground is so wet and muddy, and there is rain pouring and flashes of lightning, and suddenly you're fucking tripping balls, dude.
There it is. There's the DM we know.
You're just seeing like there's a flash, and you swear you can see every raindrop within a 50-foot like radius of you. And then it goes dark, and your dark vision kicks in, and suddenly you're just seeing grayscale, and then there's a flash of light and color and raindrops, and everything is twisting and swirling. The raindrops it's like they're flowing every direction, and your feet are becoming stuck in this mud that's slowing you down. Alma, Cholula blows past you. And it's just like...
I pick up the pace.
Silas, what are you doing?
I'm like trying to remember what I was doing with the bottle and marveling at every visual aspect of it.
Coda heard you say the words lesser restoration, just served you cactus juice, pops the top, and he's going to bring it to your mouth and hope that you drink.
I look down this endless tunnel of a river running towards my head and I remember that I needed lesser restoration, I imagine.
And it is just, it washes over you, and suddenly, very quickly, you are like snap back to reality, and
I run outside and scream. I scream Cholula's name.
Cholula, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Shit.
Hey, no. I think you just kept. That's weird.
Is that the same?
No, 11.
11. All you hear is pounding rain.
How far ahead of me is she?
At this point, she hasn't shifted, so
We have the same speed.
you do. Actually, well, yeah,
Is she within 30 feet of me?
yes.
Can I use my telekinesis to pull her back and try to, like, shove her down?
You can absolutely try to do that.
Terrifying while tripping.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead and
I'm
make a
guessing I
strength saving
heard
throw.
Silas at least.
Strength saving throw, correct?
Yep.
With disadvantage, Cholula. Let me get some appropriate music.
6.
You are on the ground, and I'm gonna scream behind me, Silas, just come get her! And keep running for the
Cholula,
carriage place.
you look down, and suddenly the mud is forming itself. Hands rise up out of the mud and grab your legs, grab the back of your clothing. As you try and tear and pull away from them, they pull you harder. You look down. Give me just a second. I just need to have like 6 Google Docs open every session.
Yeah.
Here we are. Here we are.
You guys would have absolutely hated the amount of information that was in Interstates.
No.
I need you guys to know when I DM, there's nothing. There's like a bullet point, and then I just hope for the best.
You look down. You see Ginger, Vidalia, Pippin, Franklin, Mayo, Benedict, Wellington, all of your siblings climbing up out of the mud, gaunt and just ghostly, rising up from the mud, pulling at you. You can hear this cacophony of whispers welling up from them in your mind, just back and forth. You left us. Where were you? Just like rising up around you as you are suddenly pulled to the ground. The two of you catch up as Cholula is lying down, writhing, probably
I just blast
screaming.
past. I keep going for the carriage.
You just run past her.
Yeah, I told Silas to come get her.
Okay,
I'm
make an
on
insight
a
check
mission.
real quick. Silas, you make it to Cholula, I presume.
Yeah.
She is not having a good time. Straight up.
No, not having a good time. I'm just like holding her down and trying to speak to her directly to her face in a calming tone, but while also holding her down, which is
Cholula, would you mind rolling a D100 for me? I'm going to say 25.
15 on that.
This one
insight
and this
check.
one?
15? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very rainy. You blow past Cholula, who's on the ground, and continue towards the stables.
Oh my!
She has a restoration potion.
Oh.
What is that?
That's 2. You got 2.
You rolled a 2?
She rolled a 2.
Holy shit.
She rolled a 2.
That's wild on a D100. Wow, okay.
What are the odds?
Silas, as you're there with her, a silhouette kind of comes off from the side through the rain, hood pulled up, kneels down next to you, pulls the hood down. You see Killian Brax, who appears to have just left his potion shop, kneels down. What's happening? What's wrong with her?
Cactus.
Oh, shit. He reaches into his pouch, pops the top off of a potion, pours it into her mouth. Cholula, suddenly the hands fade. You find yourself laying in the mud, looking up at Silas and Killian Brax as just a downpour is raining down on you.
I start nervously laughing, I think. That kind of riles into like the shadow laughter, but I start very nervously laughing.
You're all right. You're all right now.
Where'd they go?
Get up out of the mud. Did you have something fun to drink this evening?
I wouldn't call it fun. Where did they go?
It's likely...
Was it your first time with the ether cactus?
Yeah.
It is quite a strong hallucinogen. Whatever you saw, it wasn't real. You were just running and you fell. I think. I didn't see much. I just closed up shop. I'm glad I was passing by when I was.
Well, now I'm all dirty.
This is true, but someone can do... and then
Yes,
it goes away.
If we would come with me under this awning, I can take
could
care
actually
of
go
that.
back to the
Where's
thing.
Alma?
She's running to get the cart.
All by herself?
I'll go if you can go with him. I'll
Right.
catch up to her.
I'll escort Miss Duvet back to the Dewdrop Fang,
Thank
you said?
so much. Yes, there's
Of
quite
course,
an
of
urgent...
course.
If you have any potions on you, there's quite an urgent situation there as well.
Of course, of course.
And, Killian Brax leads you back to the Dewdrop Fang. As soon as you step inside out of the rain, he prestidigitates all of the mud and water off of you and like flings it back outside into the road. And you are dry and clean.
Yay.
Alma, you are rushing through this torrential downpour, and eventually, Silas, you catch up because your movement speed is always like 45, right?
Yeah.
You easily catch up with Alma pretty quickly. And both of you come to a stable. Stepping inside, you see a young boy standing behind the counter.
Sorry.
Hello.
We need a cart post-haste.
Oh.
Like,
The money is already on the counter.
fast, well-performing, whatever those things are.
All right, I'll pull it around for you.
Wow. He scoops like the money down into like a little
Is
drawer.
this a child
Wringing
that is
out my hair.
Locks it.
running this... running this business all by itself?
I mean, children do that sometimes. There's just, I'm like wringing out all this hair. on the ground. Right.
She's right outside for you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you.
That's it. This is a purchase. I don't think it'll come back. Goodbye.
How much for a purchase? Why are you holding your hand out?
It's customary to tip.
I throw platinum down and I run out the door.
He's just like, he's still standing there staring in the rain at this glinting platinum piece in the night sky as you hop atop a...
Is it a horse?
It is an animated cart.
Great.
Yeah. With,
Yeah.
with peg legs.
Drive.
Do either of you have proficiency in land vehicles?
Nah, dog. I have proficiency in
No.
being a city boy.
Wonderful. If I could have one of you, whoever would like to take the reins.
I was going to imitate what I saw.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make... We'll call this animal handling, even though there are no animals involved. It is an animated cart.
I have.
Animated hand.
That's good to know.
Good to know.
Bro, that is a dirty 20.
Fuck yeah, dude. You instinctively, following the movements that you saw of the Goliath, whoosh,
Yeah.
whip the reins, and
The Mistwalkers!
grab like whatever is available to be grabbed.
yeah, as you say this, the cart takes off at a gallop, which is an odd feeling to be on a wooden seat that is galloping. And you turn and see as the kid behind you who's like staring at this platinum piece is just plastered with
I
mud.
prestidigitate on our way out.
I'm going to say you're out of range.
Damn.
By the way,
Too bad for him.
these carts have...
That's probably something I should right now.
They use the same stats as a giant snail, with the change that their dexterity is +2, and they have a movement speed of 40 feet. So, You quickly make your way back to the Dewdrop Fang atop your new animated cart. If I could have Silas make one more quick animal handling check to try and stop the cart.
Neat. I did not get to imitate that.
I did not.
Yes. It's a 5, dude. It's such a 5.
You instinctively, you have like ridden horses
I
before.
have horsed.
Not that you clearly remember, but you have. You instinctively pull on the reins, and as you do, instantly realize that this isn't a horse. There's nothing in front of you. You're just on a seat. So going from that quickly to a stop, I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw. As it kind of like stamps on its little square peg legs and slides in the mud.
10 flat.
10?
15.
Alma, you manage to hold on to your seat and stay in the cart. Silas, you tumble head over heels onto the ground and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you collide with the mud and slide a couple of feet just in front of the door to the Dewdrop Fang.
Don't. And then I'll walk in.
I'm just like,
All right, you guys burst back inside. You see Killian Brax is there administering a potion to Cressel Flintwick. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Administering a potion to Cressel, who you see his wounds begin to close up even more. Definitely has scarring left over from these strange circular, like perfectly circular wounds that decorate his body as he stands, kind of pulling his cloak over himself again. He sees all of you. Is it time?
Thanks.
All right.
I think it is.
I'll drive.
are either of you good at driving? You're gonna stay in the cart.
I'm good.
Right.
I can't drive.
I'm good at it.
I
Great.
can drive. I know where we're going.
You can give directions.
Make a persuasion check. The DC is 11.
We'll get going then.
She mad.
Yeah.
23.
23. Fair enough. He climbs up in the back. Let's make it quick then, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
You have the reins.
Make an animal handling check. You can add your proficiency bonus to this.
Okay.
Profbo.
Animal.
As you all climb aboard the animated cart that rears up as if it were going to whinny, but doesn't because it's not an animal.
They didn't add sound effects.
It doesn't have a head zone.
Bro.
My head zone. 26.
26. You take off, headed towards the south gate yet again, following Cressel's direction as you quickly make your way out of Lugrieve into the wilds in the middle of a storm in the night. And
Gonna
that
catch this ride.
is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
We need like a big musical burst or something.
Yeah,
when you said
that went from shopping episode to shit's going down real fast.
That's the best way to end a shopping episode.
It is, yeah.
But before we go, we have another giveaway to announce.
Oh.
This time, it's the Aberrant Sky Fantasy Forge dice set. I made them myself. They're beautiful. I will paint them
beautiful.
whatever color you want them to be painted. Once again, there's a reminder in the chat. Type the word whale, W-H-A-L-E, in the chat to enter for your chance to win. You have to be a follower to be eligible, so click the heart. Even if you're not entering, if you don't want free dice, it makes us feel good when you follow.
The image of them is in the Discord.
Yeah. Speaking of,
They're-
shout out
they're the
to
blue dice.
shout out to Submerged in Stories for following us.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
Hi.
We appreciate
Jump in
it.
the Discord for a real welcome.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
So fun.
But without further ado, the winner of the Fantasy Forge, fucking Aberrant Sky
You made him. You named him.
dice. Oh shit, no way. Is Submerged in Stories.
Welcome!
Hell yeah! Congratulations.
Welcome!
That's so rad. Congratulations. We will get in contact with you through Twitch Whispers, I think is what they're called. We will send you a message, figure out where we need to get these sent to in the privacy of a private chat. And congratulations on your new dice.
You
and
did.
if it's not too much trouble, I would really appreciate if you would join the Discord so that we can talk
Yeah.
there about what color you would like the dice to be painted. If not, Stream Director Robbie will probably have a brief conversation with you over behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Congratulations and welcome to.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to
Hi.
here.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
It's a good time.
It's not a cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you guys
Plans.
so much for tuning in. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been forever since we played. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Maybe that's just me.
The whole week
It's just a
took
week.
1 week took 3 weeks. It's been the longest week. Every
Forever.
day felt like many days.
For real.
I have
Don't forget to check
stories.
out our About section, all of our sponsors, our newest sponsor, the Gilded Rogue. 20% off in their grand opening. They have a shirt that says Wild Shape and it has a possum on it. It's like, I want it so
Hell
bad.
Yeah, we'll do a brief recap of our announcements from the top so that everybody can be on the same page for those of you who weren't with us at the beginning of the stream. Big announcement. We are starting a new show soon. Mini Arc Mondays is going to be a show where we're essentially going to have different settings that we're going to explore, sometimes different game systems and different GMs, where we're going to run shorter stories so that you don't have to commit to a 200 episode, 5 hour per episode stream like the one that we're doing right now.
Yeah, or 19.
We're gonna have 200 episodes.
I mean, you never know.
You know.
We're going to be limiting the Mini Arc Mondays. They're going to be in 6 to 10 episode seasons. So we may come back and revisit a setting if we enjoyed it and had fun there. But we're also going to try out a lot of new things. And I'm very, very excited about all of them. We've already got 5 of them planned out.
Yeah.
And this first one,
Crazy.
we will be...
It's that good. It's that good.
You ever get tea heartburn? Because I do.
Oh, yikes. You poor thing.
We will be announcing.
Yeah.
We will be announcing what the first mini arc is going to be next Saturday, right here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on
More like February
Twitch.tv/Arcanarama.
26k, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude!
20 sick as fuck. Dude, fuck.
It's gonna be super, super rad. We're gonna be filming a secret session 0 this Monday.
Yeah.
That won't be streamed, but maybe released later, so that we can figure out what the fuck we're doing. And then starting on March 7th, we will be starting the first episode of the first mini arc Monday.
Yeah.
I'm so jazzed.
It's for you. For us. For you.
Welcome Drowning Books to the Discord. Fuck yeah, that's rad. Be prepared for an influx of waves.
Yeah. Quite a few.
Hell yeah. Another huge shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors. We've got Armadillo Ale Works. We've got More Fun Comics and Games. Newly, we've got the Gilded Rogue, which is not only a badass shop with badass designs and fun stuff, but also a great name. Really
Yeah.
good.
20% off their grand opening, and every purchase gets a tree planted.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Is
Don't
that
plant
through?
trees because Taylor is the person who keeps cutting them down.
It's my New Year's resolution.
We're already 3 trees in. Is that through a link in our about section?
A link in the About section. Use that link or do thegildedrogue.com/Arcanarama.
Whoa.
And you
Is
should-
there a link?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Official link?
Yeah,
And
we got a
you
link.
should really check it out because they have a lot of very, very cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see all of you throughout the week in various art streams. We even had our first Arcadorama
Oh, right.
recently.
It was
Sorry, I
a
just
test.
keep remembering things.
Hey.
We had our first Arcadorama featuring Kitty and Taylor, where they played some Half-Life 2.
Yeah, it was a test.
And
We played with audio for.
Yeah. They hit that G-Man's G-spot.
hey, that VOD is still up if you want to check it out. I had fun. I thought it was a good time. I was playing Hollow Knight while I was listening. It
Oh,
was a
yeah.
good time.
We should play,
Yeah, I will definitely make an appearance on an Arcadorama as
Yeah.
soon as I can. We'll get a schedule out for that show pretty soon too. We've got wonderful overlays that Taylor designed. He designs all of our overlays for all of our shows, and there is a lot to come.
You guys don't even know how much art is already done for Mini Arc Mondays.
Yeah, most of it's already done.
whole other vibe.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be so fucking rad. I can't wait. We will announce what that first show is next Saturday. So stay tuned. We'll see you next Saturday. But until then,
Stay safe out there, adventurers.
bye, everybody.
I almost got you, didn't you? You thought I was going to say it that time. I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it.
You sound like the clown from Happy Gilmore.
What's Happy Gilmore? I don't know what Happy Gilmore is.
It's one of the few good Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, no.